Hornets have had to the postseason. 2014 in a sweep and 2016 in a Game 7. 2001, it was Charlotte that had the upper hand, sweeping the Miami Heat. Most relevant information is what's happened this season. Miami won the season series 3-1, but Charlotte was not healthy for the first two in Miami. Charlotte did win the most recent meeting by 30 points here at the Hive. And in terms of location, Charlotte has now won 7 of its last 10 home games, while Miami has dropped 4 of its last 5 on the road. Let's take a look at who's in and who's out for tonight's play-in tournament matchup on our pregame show presented by Bet365. Whatever the moment, nothing is ordinary with Bet365, official partner of the Charlotte Hornets. For the Hornets, really no injuries. You can only have a max number of players play, and so it's uncommon for two-way contract players to be available at this stage, if at all. In fact, by rule, it really isn't available to you, but because we love him, P.J. Hall, get well soon, underwent right ankle surgery. On the other side for Miami, Drew Smith, high-quality defensive guard, out with right foot soreness. Nikola Jovic, a young athletic big, out with a left ankle sprain. Otherwise, the Heat stars and the Hornet stars are aligned and ready to go head-to-head here tonight. That's going to do it for our Bet365 pregame show. Whatever the moment, nothing is ordinary with Bet365, official partner of the Charlotte Hornets. Hornets trying to protect the Hive and win in the play-in tournament for the first time in franchise history. We'll have starting lineups in the start of tonight's game after this quick break here on the Hornets Radio Network.
The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people who make things happen, like me. I'm Sam, founder and CEO of Manifest, a product design company that makes everyday products designed smarter. I get 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more, plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases, which helps us make more smart ideas into a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card. Chase for business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, and a member FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
If you have an IRS problem, it can seem like a vicious cycle that never ends, year after year. It can be stressful and overwhelming. Well, I'm here to tell you there is a solution. Hi, I'm local attorney John Ecton with the Ecton Law Firm right here in Charlotte. We can help solve those tax problems for good. We've successfully handled hundreds of IRS cases right here in the Carolinas. So come see me and let's get you on track for a better future. Your first visit is completely free and confidential. You'll meet with me in person at our office in Charlotte, just off I-77 and 485. So if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are facing IRS wage levies, bank levies, or tax liens, call me, John Ecton, at 980-677-1099. That's 980-677-1099. Or go to ectonlawfirm.com. That's ECTON lawfirm.com. Let's solve your tax problem for good. It can be done right here in North Carolina by a local North Carolina attorney at the Ecton Law Firm.
You ever feel like your money is just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money is always doing something.
Like what?
Like automatically pushing more to savings so you can take that trip.
I like trips.
Who doesn't? It even tracks your progress. You're almost there.
Wow, I better pack.
And it charts your spending so you know which vacation hat you can afford.
How does it know I like hats?
Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Well, with Sam Farber on the Hornets Radio Network.
The atmosphere inside Spectrum Center is absolutely incredible. The building is packed, as it's been the majority of the last 2.5 months of the season, as the Hornets have built momentum to this moment, an opportunity to play their way into the playoffs. Hornets the 9 seed, the Heat the 10 seed in the SoFi play-in tournament. An opportunity is knocking right now for both of these franchises. For Miami, they've navigated the play-in tournament 3 straight years and made their way into the bracket. One of those years, they made it all the way to the finals, despite having to work their way from the back of the play-in tournament and then as the 8th seed. As for Charlotte, they have never advanced out of the play-in tournament, but they've never had a young nucleus like the one they have out there on the floor for tonight's game. Let's get into starting lineups for tonight's contest, and we'll begin with the visiting Miami Heat. Their head coach, future Hall of Famer Erik Spoelstra, one of the best in the business. And here is how he will line them up tonight for the visiting Heat. Leading things off at center is Khalil Ware. Ware in his second season out of Duke. Exceptional athlete. He has had a really big impact on this franchise. Top 10 in rebounding, top 20 in field goal percentage, and top 20 in offensive rebounds and blocks as well. Joining him in the front court is Bam Adebayo. 3 straight 20-point and 10-rebound double-doubles heading into tonight. And, of course, he's had the high point total of anyone on the season, going for 83 in a lopsided win over Washington. And you've got Tyler Hero, a former All-Star. He's a big-time three-point shooter who went for 33 points his season high here at the Hive back on March the 6th. Andrew Wiggins, another former All-Star and a former champion, the 2015 Rookie of the Year, now in his 12th season, shooting a career-best 41% from beyond the arc. And last but not least, the point guard is Davion Mitchell, pesky defender, 5th season out of Baylor, and he has been seeing an uptick in his scoring, 10 points or more in 4 of his last 5 games. Wiggins, Adebayo, Ware, Hero, and Mitchell starting lineup for Erik Spoelstra and the Miami Heat. Now time for the starting lineup for your Charlotte Hornets, 44-38 on the season, a winning record here at home. They've got the buzzsaw lineup, which has been one of the best in the NBA, 31-9. The overall record when the Hornets have the following starting 5. And without further ado, here's Charles Lee's starting lineup.
LaMelo Ball, 1 of 1, not from here. Brandon Miller, University of Alabama, Roll Tide.
Con Knippel, Duke University.
Miles Bridges, Flint, Michigan.
Moussa Diabate, de Mousses Loose, Paris, France.
Hornets using the buzzsaw lineup. Bridges, Ball, Knippel, Diabate, and B-Mill. Hornets have used this lineup 40 times in the regular season. The Heat, only used theirs once. Keep in mind, Norman Powell not starting. He was an All-Star this season for Miami. Players to watch for Charlotte, we're looking at LaMelo Ball. He has been on a real tear. 5 straight games with at least 5 made threes. Finished second on the season race for total triples to his teammate, Rookie of the Year candidate Con Knippel. On the other side, we're looking at Bam Adebayo. He could be a matchup nightmare. And again, 3 straight 20-point, 10-rebound double-doubles. He has been on a heater as well. Hornets taking the floor in their association white uniforms. Charlotte written proudly in teal across the chest. Teal double pinstripes on otherwise white uniforms. The Miami Heat wearing black uniforms, red and white stripe up the sides. Miami written in white with white letters and numbers. And the third team on the floor are officials, as assigned by the National Basketball Association as judge, jury, and foul distributors. Gentleman is Petritis in his 11th season. Curtis Blair his 18th season. And the crew chief is Zach Zarba in his 23rd season. All told, 52 seasons and over 3,000 regular season games, as well as 242 playoff games of NBA officiating experience. It should be a great night of basketball here at Spectrum Center. The first game of the 2026 postseason, and an opportunity to move one step closer to the 2026 playoffs. Who will advance between the two division rivals, Charlotte and Miami? We're ready for tip-off. Ware versus Diabate. The ball is up and the tip is won by Miami. They will have it first, traveling right to left across your radio dial, and first in the fourth and final quarter as well. Davion Mitchell at the point, dribbling between the rings, looking for Wiggins. Now he'll use the screen from Ware. Crowd chanting for defense. They're into it early. Mitchell ducks into the paint, turn around, kicks it out to Hero. Hero will drive. D-cell step puts it up, not in. Rebounded by Diabate, and the Hornets send it up the floor to Brandon Miller. Miller almost had Hero sneak in from behind for the takeaway. Instead, LaMelo picks up the pass. LaMelo stuck, gives to Miller. Brandon Miller finds Diabate, flips to Melo. Melo, the runner from 12, is good. LaMelo Ball picks up right where he left off in New York City, giving the Charlotte Hornets the 2-0 lead. Davion Mitchell penetrates, bumps off LaMelo. No call there, and Mitchell puts it through the nets for the Heat's first bucket. 2-2 the score. LaMelo around the screen. Straightaway three. In and out. Rebounded by Ware. Ware up the floor to Mitchell. Davion Mitchell. Known for his defensive prowess, playing some very good offense in the last 3 weeks of the season. Waiting for Hero to uncover, and we've got a foul called here on Brandon Miller for a hold. Brandon Miller, his first personal, first team foul. Deep ball on the far sideline. First taste of playoff or postseason basketball for Hornets head coach Charles Lee in his current role, of course, 2 rings as an assistant. Tyler Hero circles into the lane, kicks it out to the corner. Khalil Ware open, looking at 3 is good. Khalil Ware made a 3 in 12 consecutive contests now. Gives the Heat their first lead. It's 5-2. Con Knipple on the left wing. Passes to Moussa Diabate. Diabate off the right elbow. Handoff. Brandon Miller steps to his right. He'll attack into the paint. Lost the handle. Picks it back up. Puts up the fall-away jumper. No. Rebound Diabate. Moussa lost the handle. Bam Adebayo gets the easy steal. Brandon Miller kind of slowly making his way up the floor. Heat go to Hero. Hero driving. Puts it out. Blocked away by Miles Bridges and scooped up by Miller. Hit-ahead pass. LaMelo. LaMelo the crossover. Into the honeycomb. Ducks in for the lefty lay-in. LaMelo Ball's got all 4 for the Hornets. Charlotte down by 1. Davion Mitchell. Pass to Wiggins. Wiggins driving, and he's held up by LaMelo Ball. LaMelo caught reaching. His first personal. Second team foul. So 2 early fouls here on the Hornets, 1 on Miller and 1 on Melo. Ware will inbound to Bam Adebayo, yet to take a shot yet. Hands off to Hero. Hero in the lane, pump fake, up from 10, good. Tyler Hero with 5 points, the game's leading scorer. Charlotte trails it 7-4. Hornets are 0 for 1 from 3. Take more threes than just about anyone else in the NBA. Melo Ball around a big offensive screens, gives to Brandon Miller, kick out. Miles Bridges, catch and shoot 3 is good. Rip the net cord. Yet another Lowe's drilling 3-point shot for Miles Bridges. We're all even at 7. Great move by Bam Adebayo into the lane. Lay-in is good. Adebayo able to shimmy past Moussa Diabate. And the Heat are up 9-7. LaMelo straightaway 3. That's good. LaMelo Ball gives the Hornets back the lead, 10-9. Now Mitchell, the blow-by, goes right around LaMelo, gets the lay-in, and a timeout here by Charles Lee. It's 11-10 in favor of Miami. 8:52 left in the first quarter. Back after this quick break, you're listening to Hornets basketball here on the Hornets Radio Network.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
Our yoga instructor challenged us to find inner peace. I found it faster than anyone. After 4 seconds, I stood up and screamed, "I found Nirvana! I win!" They asked me to leave. I guess they don't respect winning. Bet365 does, though. New customers get $200 in bonus bets just for betting $10. Namaste, losers. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-718-5543 or visit morethanthegame.nc.gov. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in North Carolina. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
When I'm jogging, I'm on top of the world. But when I couldn't stop sniffling or sneezing, I was down for the count. That's why I went to Charlotte Eye, Ear, Nose, and Throat Associates for the best allergy doctors in town.
For over 100 years, Senta has provided award-winning allergy care to patients in the Carolinas. Find out what's causing your allergies and receive treatment from our board-certified physicians. Enjoy the outdoors again. Schedule your allergy appointment today at ceenta.com/appointments.
Buzz City.
To the corner for Josh Green. 4-3. You better believe it.
I'm Josh Green, and this is Charlotte Hornets basketball on the Hornets Radio Network.
Hornets trailing 11-10 in the early action here of the SoFi play-in tournament. Outstanding sellout crowd for the first taste of postseason basketball in the Queen City since 2016. Entering tonight, Hornets head coach Charles Lee talked about the physicality being the key, said particularly look to offensive rebounds, also said assists would be a key stat showing that the Hornets are sharing the ball. So far, Hornets 4 made baskets, 3 assists. And to this point, only 1 offensive rebound, and it belongs to your Charlotte Hornets. Hornets down 11-10. Melo Ball off to a hot start. Melo with a game-high 7 points. He's now made a 3 in close to 40 consecutive games. Of course, that counts regular season and postseason, 39 in a row. Led the Hornets and finished #1 in franchise history in three-point attempts, 740 on the regular season. I don't think he's going to slow down. It's obviously a big day here for this franchise, and you'd expect maybe a little bit of nerves, but Coach said he saw eagerness from his team this morning. They understand how much hard work they put in to give themselves a shot at the playoffs. Now that opportunity is here. Sam Farber here with you, live from the Hive Spectrum Center. Hornets trailing by 1 as we get back to action. Both teams will keep the same groups on the floor. Ball, Bridges, Miller, Knipple, and Diabate out there for Charlotte. Brandon Miller finds Knipple. Catch and shoot 3 straight away off the iron. Rebound to Khalil Ware. Ware gives to Davion Mitchell, who comes flying up the floor. Walled off by Miles Bridges, gives to Wiggins. Wiggins trying to attack against Brandon Miller. Backs his way in. Turnaround, fall away jumper, good off the glass. Andrew Wiggins, one of those players with a wealth of postseason experience, a former champion with Golden State, gives the Heat the 3-point lead. Miles Bridges spinning into the honeycomb up with the right hand, blocked back by Khalil Ware, and recovery goes to Bam Adebayo. Sends it out wide. Hero back to Mitchell, swing to Ware. Ware, wing 3, no. Rebounded by Con Knipple. The rookie finds Brandon Miller. Miller matched up with Davion Mitchell. Height advantage there for Charlotte. Gives to LaMelo, who's one-on-one with Hero. Blows right by him, into the paint, up with the left hand, off glass, no. The rebound hit out of play by Miami. And it will stay Charlotte ball. Davion Mitchell elected to try and pick it up off the bounce, but the bounce came off the white stripe. So a break for the Hornets. They'll get a second crack at the possession. Trailing by 3. Inbound goes to Knipple. Knipple into the paint. Back outside Diabate. Gives to LaMelo. LaMelo through the foul line. LaMelo into the honeycomb. Ball fake. Gets crushed. And he'll be shooting 2. Khalil Ware up off his toes. First personal. And first team foul. So LaMelo Ball to the line. And he is shooting 2. LaMelo an 89.9% free throw shooter. He needed to go 1 for 1 in New York and apparently was never fouled. Melo has been in a play-in tournament contest twice before in his career. Neither went the Hornets' way as he makes the first of 2 free throws. Sub in, Sion James is replacing Brandon Miller. Eric Spoelstra asked pregame about the value of experience. He said, I don't think you can quantify it, but he also said if you're a competitor, you want these kinds of environments, and that added juice benefits everyone, whether you've been on this stage or not. LaMelo, 2 for 2 at the line. He leads all scorers with 9 points. So far, every member of the Miami Heat have scored. For Charlotte, it's concentrated to Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball. Tyler Hero against Sion James. Swinging around the horn to Wiggins. Wiggins trying to penetrate. Dishes to Mitchell. Mitchell kicks back to Wiggins. Wiggins against Miles Bridges. Can't get around him. Fires it back to Mitchell. Mitchell in against Knipple. Up with the right hand. No. Rebound Sion James. Great lockdown defense there from number 4, Sion James. Knipple catch and shoot 3 off the back iron. Rebounded by Wiggins. Hornets trailing by 1, 7:05 left in the first quarter. Into the paint it goes. Adebayo backs his way in on Bridges. Bridges knocks it away. Knipple fighting for it. We got a tie-up. And who's it going to be? I believe Miles Bridges, who is fired up after making a defensive stand. Credit Knipple for getting in there as well. And good alertness there by Con to take his hands away. Let Miles Bridges, the bigger, more athletic player, have a shot at the jump ball. Still going to be advantage Bam Adebayo, who stands 6'9". Miles Bridges 6'6", but more of a fair fight. Hornets trailing by 1. Ball is up. Tip is won by Miami. Jaime Jaquez just checked into the game. He recovers it. They go to Hero. Hero to the baseline. Squares for the mid-range 2. No. Rebounded by Sion James. They find LaMelo. LaMelo in transition. LaMelo dribbles to his left. Screen from Knipple on his right side. He'll fire off a 3. Off the back iron. Rebound. Knipple's going to save it to LaMelo. Crashing through the stanchion. LaMelo past to Musa. Off his mitts. And the recovery to Miami. Mitchell to Jaquez. Jaquez up in the lane. No. Rebound is Miami's. No, it went off the end line. It's going to be Charlotte ball. Davion Mitchell insistent that it was last touched by Miles Bridges. Meanwhile, we'll have some subs come in. Ryan Kalkbrenner and Brandon Miller sub in. They are going to get Musa Diabate and Knipple. 13-12 right now in favor of Miami. Charlotte, 12 shot attempts, only 2 of them from 3. Check that, 6 of them from 3. Looking at Miami's chart. The only mistake of the day. Brandon Miller, straightaway triple. It's good. Brandon Miller, 60 straight games, including postseason, with a made 3. Hornets back on top, 15-13. Jaquez outside for Wiggins. Wiggins puts up the 3. Yes. Andrew Wiggins answers back. 41% three-point shooter. That's top 15 in the association. The Heat lead it by 1. Miles Bridges strides into the 3. That's good. It's a shooting gallery here at Spectrum Center. Yet another Lowe's drilling three-point shot for Bridges. Hornets lead 18-16. Ware can't answer. Rebound. Wiggins. Putback is good. Andrew Wiggins, the offensive board and putback. He's up to 7. We're tied at 18. Brandon Miller gives it to LaMelo between the circles. LaMelo, screen to his right from Kalkbrenner. Uses it now to his left. Juggles the dribble. Goes over to Bridges. Bridges, 5 on the shot clock. Muscles his way inside. Puts up the follow and he's fouled from behind. Jaime Jaquez got him on the arm, it looked like. No, they're going to put it on Wiggins. It's Wiggins who made the contact. Andrew Wiggins' first personal. And Miles Bridges is shooting 2. Bridges an 82% foul shooter. Charlotte, excellent skill team. They are second in the NBA in team free throw percentage, and Bridges is above the average. First one up and good. Hornets reclaim the lead, 19-18. Kobe White checking in. He's going to replace LaMelo Ball. Well, if you want an atmosphere like this all next season, I might remind you that a new era of Hornets basketball is already underway. Every rivalry, every run, every electric night of basketball at Spectrum Center. Our question is, will you be here for all of it? Full season ticket memberships now available on sale for the 26-27 season. Be here for every moment. Visit Hornets.com for more information. Bridges makes them both. He's perfect. And the Hornets lead 20-18. Drive by Hero. His pocket pick by Miles Bridges. Goes racing up the sideline. Throws cross court. Kobe White. Pump fake from the corner. Mitchell keeps his ground. White to James. James for 3. Off the iron. Rebound. Put back by Ryan Kalkbrenner. He pogo sticks back up, lays it in. Charlotte, largest lead of the game, and a timeout for Eric Spoelstra and the Miami Heat. Great work on the glass by Ryan Kalkbrenner. Had a mouse in the house, and the 7-footer knew just what to do. Charlotte up by 4, 22-18. 4:50 left in the first quarter. You're listening to Hornets basketball on the Hornets Radio Network.
Right here in our backyard, sellers trust Purple Wave Auction to move their equipment, from excavators and ag equipment to trucks and specialty trailers. Our no-reserve online auctions help local sellers turn iron into opportunity. You get a dedicated territory manager who knows your operation, your market, and your timeline, backed by nationwide buyer demand, local service, national reach, real results. See why more sellers choose Purple Wave. Visit purplewave.com to get started today.
Folks, you don't have a weight problem. You have a body that's in survival mode, and no medication, crash diet, or app is going to fix that. Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, these GLP-1 drugs are exploding in popularity, and for some, they're a useful tool, but they don't address why your body started storing fat in the first place. At PhD Weight Loss, they treat unwanted weight as a symptom, a signal that your metabolism, hormones, and stress response need attention. When they correct those, the weight comes off naturally, and more importantly, it stays off, because they're not just helping you lose weight, they're helping you increase your health span and extend your longevity. Right now, call PhD Weight Loss and mention me, Smoke, and you'll get 2 weeks for free in the program, and they'll pay for your food. That's a $1,500 value, completely free. So call 980-237-9090 now and mention me, Smoke. Again, that's 980-237-9090, with locations in Lake Norman and Pineville, or you can visit them online at myphdweightloss.com. No more guessing, no more short-term fixes, just a smarter way forward with PhD Weight Loss.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications that top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Nipple, the three, he connects.
The Hornets Radio Network.
Hornets with a 22-18 advantage here at the Hive with just under 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Sam Farber here with you live from Spectrum Center. Hornets 46% from the floor, 44% from three. That's a big key. And another one, offensive rebounding. Charlotte, 3 offensive board leading to 4 second chance points. Expecting to see maybe a tighter rotation here for the Hornets. Interesting that Charlotte stuck with a normal substitution pattern for LaMelo at least early. We'll see how they maximize his minutes. Hornets head coach Charles Lee said the restraints and constraints tonight are off. You got to stick to what you do, but we'll go to the guys that have been playing and playing well, and we're going to lean on them to try and get this W here today. Winner will advance to the 7-8 game, to play the loser of the 7-8 game, which is going to be played tomorrow. And if Charlotte is victorious in that, and victorious tonight, obviously, to get there, and you're talking about the first playoff trip since 2016. Subs in, Hornets have Josh Green on the floor with Kobe White, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, and Moussa Diabate. Hella Larson in for the first time for Miami. Lob play run for Bam Adebayo, and a foul is going to be called here on Josh Green for an obstruction. It was before Adebayo got the ball, so the foul is on the floor. No free throws coming. Josh Green with his first personal, third team foul. 4:42 left in the first quarter. Eric Spoelstra calling for Davion Mitchell to come inbound the ball. Kobe White defending the pass. Throws it in to Bam Adebayo, who pushed Brandon Miller off to free himself. Norman Powell also in the game for the first time. Powell dribbling in, pass to the corner, looking for Larson, and Larson might have taken his eye off the ball. It goes out of play, and it's a turnover back to Charlotte. Kobe White at the controls, and he's going to put Miles Bridges at point guard here. Charles Lee making the play call. Miles Bridges, high screen from Diabate, throws to Moussa. Moussa hands it off to Brandon Miller. Miller, stop and go dribble, posting in. The lob shot off the glass is no good. The rebound being fought for. Miller's got it. Kick out. Kobe White from the corner. He'll pass on the three this time. Gives to Bridges. Bridges backs his way in. Back to Kobe. Back to Bridges. Back to the basket against Mitchell. Bangs inside. 3 on the shot clock. Pulls the chair on him. Puts up the shot. It's good. Impeccable balance there by Miles Bridges. He's got 10 in the opening quarter. Charlotte's lead balloons to 6. 24-18 in favor of Team Teal. Davion Mitchell puts on the brakes, puts up the mini. No good from the foul line. Rebounded by Diabate. Kobe White dribbles left. White into the lane. White up with the right hand off glass. That's good. Kobe White and the Hornets on a 16-7 run right now. Pella Larson into the honeycomb. Cut off. Outside for Jaquez. He'll drive. Pass. Blown up. Pella Larson got it sealed under the rim. Trying to get rid of it. Throws it through Bridges' legs. It goes to Norman Powell. And a foul called on the floor here on Charlotte. There were bodies hitting the deck everywhere. A lot of contact, a lot of physicality, something we talked about from Hornets head coach Charles Lee previously. The foul is on Josh Green. That is his second. Substitute coming in for Miami. It's Simone Fontecchio. Italian wing. Very good shooter. 10 points per game this season in 3 games he's played in against Charlotte. Hornets up by 8. Fontecchio through the foul line. Outside. Jaquez catch and shoot 3 is no good. Rebound out of play. Last touch by Kobe White. Both teams making more subs. 5 on the floor for the Hornets. It's Grant Williams, Josh Green, Kobe White, Brandon Miller, and Musa Diabate. Adebayo, Larson, Powell, Jaquez, and Fontecchio out there for the Heat. Norman Powell, an all-star, waiting for the pass, but it's a kick save and a beauty from Brandon Miller. Put the shot clock back at 14. 3:02 left in the first quarter. Pella Larson bounces it into Bam Adebayo. Flips over to Fontecchio. Fontecchio rising for a rainbow 3. Oh my goodness, thank God the backboard was in the way. That might have hurt somebody. Missed the rim terribly. Rebound, Grant Williams. Kobe White running point. Kobe White bounce to the corner. Brandon Miller catch and shoot 3. Doesn't get the bounce. Rebound, Josh Green puts it up. No, not in. Falls off the heel of the iron. Rebound to Powell and Miami. Norman Powell into the paint. Puts on the brakes. Pass. Pella Larson goes up, lays it in. And a foul. They're going to give him an and one. Very late there. Brandon Miller on the contest. They call it as probably a landing zone issue, I would guess. Tough break for Charlotte. There is contact, and that's 2 on Brandon Miller. 26-20 the score. Con Knippel subs in. He replaces Miller. Pella Larson with the and one opportunity. Second season in the league. Originally from Sweden by way of the University of Arizona. Free throw, no good. Rebounded by Con Knippel. Charlotte is up by 6. 2:25 to play in the first quarter. Kobe White to Con Knippel between the rings. Knippel defended by Jaime Jaquez. He'll drive all the way to the lane. Up with the left hand, laying too strong. Adebayo might have gotten a piece of it. Ball poked away as they try to bring it up the floor by Diabate over the sideline. And it's Miami ball. 2:13 left in the first quarter. Charlotte 26, Miami 20. Norman Powell to Jaime Jaquez. 3 ball. No good. Rebound, Kobe White. Team rebounding once again from Charlotte, something they've maximized all season long. Kobe White against Fontecchio, trying to get by him. Pull up for the 12-footers, no good. Rebound, Musa, kick out Williams. Extra pass, White. Swing for the 3. Off the iron, and it goes over the backboard. It'll be Heat ball. Great rebound and kick out by Diabate, who this season claimed 273 offensive rebounds, tied for the 5th most in a single season in Hornets franchise history. Charlotte by 6. Bam Adebayo catching the post against the Moose. Starts to back his way in. Hornets shade a second defender his way. Adebayo up with the right hand, sinks it. Bam Adebayo now with 4 points. Minute 28 left to play in the first quarter. Charlotte will bring it up. Kobe White at the controls. Have not seen LaMelo since he subbed out earlier after scoring 9 points in the few minutes he did play. Knippel, 3-ball, no. Rebounded by Bam Adebayo. Charlotte's lead as large as 8, down to 4. Adebayo against Grant Williams. Starts to back his way in. Over to Hawkes, swing to Powell. Powell cuts towards the cup, kick out. Hawkes open, looking at 3. No again. Rebound, Kobe White. White pivots up the floor. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Hornets are going to try and execute a 2-for-1 here. They want to shoot with as little time on the shot clock as possible. Kobe White has 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Standing on the logo, 7 seconds. Dribbles right, attacking Fontecchio into the paint. Turnaround, kick out. Grant Williams got to let it go. The 3, it's blocked. Bam Adebayo got a piece of it. So Charlotte effective in their execution to drain the shot clock, but they didn't actually get the shot up. Hornets will make a pair of subs. Miles Bridges and Sion James are in. Kobe White and Josh Green will come out. And now Miami, if they really hustle, they'll have an opportunity for a 2-for-1 here. Pella Larson, not showing a lot of urgency, just walks it up, and it looks like they'll just take the best shot they can get. They go to Bam Adebayo in the post. Adebayo holding. 13 on the shot clock, puts it on the deck. Adebayo battling the Moose. Up with the right hand, floater's good. Bam Adebayo with 6 points. The shot clock is dark, and the Hornets are holding for 1. They've got a 2-point lead. Knippel standing at center court against Simone Fontecchio. 6 seconds, 5 seconds left in the quarter. Knippel to his right. We got a push in the back on Jaime Jaquez Jr. with 2.6 seconds left. He did have a foul to give. So Charlotte will have to reset here for this final play, and they'll bring in LaMelo Ball. LaMelo gets Sion James. Ryan Kalkbrenner will sub in for Moussa Diabate. 2.6, it's got to be something fairly quick. Knippel, the rookie, will inbound from the sideline. Gives to Kalkbrenner, right back to Knippel. Knippel pump fake, now fires. Deep 3, off the back iron. Good look, but it doesn't drop. And Charlotte, who's led by as many as 8, will settle for a 2-point advantage after 12 minutes of action. First quarter's in the books. Hornets lead at 26-24. You're listening to Hornets basketball on the Hornets Radio Network.
As proud members of our community, the Charlotte Hornets Foundation is committed to driving meaningful change throughout the Carolinas. This is Executive Director Betsy Mack inviting you to learn how we can help create a lasting impact together. The Charlotte Hornets Foundation strives to uplift others by championing the next generation, empowering communities, leading with care, and creating opportunities for all. To learn more about how you can help the Charlotte Hornets Foundation and your fellow neighbors across the Carolinas, please visit hornets.com/foundation today.
We live in an instant world, but when it comes to getting paid for our hard work, we're stuck waiting 2 weeks. That's a system designed for a different time, and it's holding you back. Whether you're an employer wanting to offer a great new benefit or an employee looking to make your money work better, Daily Pay gives you access to earnings you've already worked for. Pay that bill, fill up your tank, or handle that unexpected expense all on your schedule. Just like the Charlotte Hornets don't wait to make the play, you don't have to wait to get paid. Visit dailypay.com/Hornets and get your money when you need it.
Buzz City, it's time to bring the Hive alive once again. Season ticket memberships are now on sale for the 2026-27 season. A new era of Hornets basketball is underway. Every rivalry, every run, every electric night at Spectrum Center. The question is, will you be there for all of it? Don't miss your chance to join us here at Spectrum Center, as all tickets for potential postseason home games are now available for purchase. Secure your seats now at Hornets.com or through the Hornets app.
Mumford & Sons Prize Fighter Tour with very special guests, Medium Build. Spectrum Center, August 9th. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Mumford & Sons, live in Charlotte. The new album, Prize Fighter, out now.
Buzz City.
LaMelo into the lane, up with the right hand, finger roll for 2.
This is LaMelo Ball, and you're listening to Charlotte Hornets basketball with Sam Farber on the Hornets Radio Network.
Charlotte 26, Miami 24. Our early score here at Spectrum Center. Hornets led in scoring by Miles Bridges, 10 points on 3 for 4 from the field. 2 for 2 from 3, and he made both of his free throws as well. The moniker here for the postseason is Protect the Hive, and it's been a great home court advantage the Hornets have enjoyed really since January. Down the stretch, Charlotte winners in 7 of their last 10 home games, trying to extend that here tonight. Miami, on the other hand, they have lost 4 out of their last 5 road games, the only win coming at Washington, their last road game of the regular season. Hornets fans, when the Hornets start, LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Con Kniffel, Miles Bridges, and Moussa Diabate, Charlotte has a record of 31-9 on the season. To celebrate, we're giving away icon jerseys of the entire starting 5. For your chance to win, download the Hornets app, and you can enter today. Charlotte 26, Miami 24. Hornets on a roll with LaMelo Ball, Kobe White, Ryan Kalkbrenner, Grant Williams, and Con Kniffel. Miami has Fontecchio, Powell, Adebayo, Larson, and Hawkins. Tyler Hero came back last game after a mild injury. He's still on their injured list, dealing with right foot soreness. Didn't have a very good game in their finale against Atlanta, even though it was a Miami win. He is on the bench right now, something to monitor here. Hornets have the ball going left to right. Con Kniffel to catch. Dribbles into Fontecchio. Turnaround. Midi is good. Con Kniffel on the board. Averaged 24.5 points per game against Miami in the regular season. He's got 2 tonight. Hornets lead by 4. Pella Larson against LaMelo Ball. Bounce pass Powell. Powell into the paint. Kick out. It's stolen. LaMelo Ball steps in for the steal. LaMelo Ball across the timeline against Fontecchio. Keeps the dribble alive. Goes right by the Italian. Into the lane. He's getting pushed from behind. And the ball is blocked away by Fontecchio. Saved by Miami. Larson. Hawkins back to Larson for the lay-in. And Bam Adebayo is down. Hornets hit it past LaMelo, goes in for the two-handed slam. It's a Dr. Pepper dunk. And now Miami will call for time as Bam Adebayo, one of the toughest in the league, is down on the hardwood. And the last thing you want to see is an injury, particularly to a star as bright as Bam Adebayo, who I'm sure was very much looking forward to tonight, having grown up just 75 miles northeast of Charlotte. He's back to his feet, and they will give him some medical attention. We'll keep an eye on this. But for the moment, 10:58 left in quarter number 2. Charlotte leading 30-26. Adebayo slowly, it seems, making his way to the bench. We'll have an update as quick as we can. Right now, we'll step aside. You're listening to Hornets basketball, the SoFi Play-In Tournament. Charlotte leading the Heat 30-26 here on the Hornets Radio Network.
Doja Cat, Ma Vie World Tour.
I said what I said. I don't care. I paint
Live in Charlotte. Doja Cat. Performing at Spectrum Center, November 18th, 2026. Get tickets now at dojacat.com.
For over 50 years, they redefined rock. The spirit lives on.
Monday warrior, mean strike. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride.
Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson celebrate 50 years of Rush 50-something tour, November 20th and November 22nd, 2026. Spectrum Center, Charlotte. Tickets are on sale now at rush.com. Legends don't stop. They evolve. Rush.
It's time for tonight's Bite of the Game. Let's go inside our network studios to Rob Longo.
Hornets up on the Heat 30-26 at home in the second quarter. So we check out tonight's Bite of the Game. This is the first home postseason game here at the Hive since the 2015-16 season, and the Hornets faithful have made Charlotte a tough environment to play in. After their game on Sunday, Heat forward Bam Adebayo had this to say about how different the Hornets can be when playing inside the friendly confines of Spectrum Center.
They play a lot faster at home, so obviously you got to be aware of the shooters
and how they run that offense with such a pace. And sometimes it seems chaotic, and you got to be able to maintain through when they make runs, or if it's one of those big momentum swings, you got to understand how we can settle and get back in the fight.
It's not a hyperbole either. Since the calendar has flipped to 2026, the Hornets have a net rating of 8.2 in home games. That's the 6th best mark in the association, and a big credit to the fans here in Charlotte as well, as tonight will be the 15th straight sellout crowd at Spectrum Center and the 25th this season. That's tonight's bite of the game. Now back to Sam as the Hornets lead Miami by 4.
All right, thank you very much, Rob Longo. Obviously, we are hoping that Bam Adebayo is all right. At the moment, I do not see him getting up to get back in the game. We'll keep our fingers crossed and wish him the best. The North Carolina native, just a delightful person and a great credit to our game. And obviously, we don't want to see anyone injured here at the Hive. But Charlotte, as frustrating as that might be, they're going to try and take advantage. Hornets fans, tonight's game is brought to you by Spectrum. You never have to worry about thinking too big because you have a reliable connection that puts everything within reach. A connection to education, to family and friends, and most of all to opportunity. That's life unlimited. That's Spectrum. Hornets 30, Heat 26. With Adebayo out, Khalil Ware, the lone center on the floor for Miami. Charlotte matches up with Ryan Kalkbrenner. Ball, Knippel, White, and Williams, the 5 on the floor for Charlotte. Norman Powell around the screen, puts up the 3, Brick City. Rebound, LaMelo Ball. Ball, hair on fire as he races up the floor, flips to the corner. Knippel for 3. No, he missed it. Rebound, Jaime Jaquez throws it up to Larson. Larson stolen by LaMelo, but they're going to call him for a blocking foul. LaMelo did not like it. He thought he got to the spot and picked it clean. Larson selling it with a head fake. That is foul number 2 on LaMelo. Substitute coming in for Miami is Andrew Wiggins. He is going to replace Jaime Jaquez. Charlotte a little bit of foul trouble to manage here. LaMelo Ball's got 2. Brandon Miller's got 2. 2 on Josh Green as well. Brandon Miller heading to the table. And they're going to wave him in. Brandon Miller will replace LaMelo for the moment. 10:37 left in the second quarter. LaMelo, game's leading scorer with 11 points. Charlotte is not shooting it great from 3 so far. 4 of 14. That is a magic number for this team. We'll mention in a moment here. Davion Mitchell around the screen. Mitchell passes to Powell. Powell trying to penetrate, turned away by Knippel. Powell into the lane, lost his footing, throws it up. Circus shot drops. He stepped on Knippel's foot, just hoisted to avoid the travel, and somehow finds a pot of gold. Charlotte with a 2-point lead. Kobe White inside, missed it, but Kalkbrenner's there for the putback slam. Dr. Pepper dunk for Ryan Kalkbrenner. The lead's right back to 4. 32-28 Charlotte. Davion Mitchell to Norman Powell through the foul line. Hoists and hits. Norman Powell, 12-foot runner. He's got back-to-back buckets for Miami. 32-30. Charlotte with the lead. Kobe White finds Knippel. Knippel to the corner for Grant Williams. Williams to White on the logo. White, high screen from Kalkbrenner. He'll use it. White gets downhill. Kick to the corner. Grant Williams locked and loaded for 3. That's good. The mayor puts it down. Pride of Providence Day. Go Chargers! With yet another Lowe's drooling 3-point shot. Hornets 35, Heat 30. Larson drives, hands off. Larson is tied up by Grant Williams. That is his first personal. Well, stat to watch tonight, and subject of our Chick-fil-A Nugget of the game, presented by Chick-fil-A, the exclusive chicken sandwich and chicken nugget sponsor of the Charlotte Hornets. Hornets, since the All-Star break, 17-1 when they shoot 36% or better from 3. Just 1-8 when they're shooting under 36% from 3. 36% definitely chicken sandwich and chicken nugget sponsor of the Charlotte Hornets. Khalil Ware, wide open look from the near corner, and he knocks down the triple. Makes it 35-33, and now a foul is called on Brandon Miller, tied up with Pelle Larsson. Larsson falls, and that's foul number 3 here on Brandon Miller. Heck of an acting job by Larson. And now Brandon Miller is on the bench with a third personal. Not saying there wasn't contact, but there wasn't that much. Norman Powell in the paint, missed the shot, throws it back up, no, rebounded by Miles Bridges, who just substituted in for Brandon Miller. Bridges, 10 points in the first quarter, gets it to Kobe White. White passes to Con Knippel. Knippel to Bridges in the post, back to the basket against Davion Mitchell. Nice spin move up with the right hand, and he floats it in over Khalil Ware. Miles Bridges, 501 career games for Charlotte in the regular season. He wants postseason play. He wants it bad. Hornets up 4. Ware passed on the 3, gives to Mitchell. Davion Mitchell around the Ware screen. Step back 3 is good. Davion Mitchell, 39% three-point shooter, makes it a 1-point game, 37-36. Heat heating up from beyond the arc. 8:10 left to play in the first half. Hornets the 1-point lead. Kobe White, high screen from Kalkbrenner. He'll use it. White puts on the brakes. Shake and bake dribble into the lane. Pushes off the defender. Drops him. The shot no good. Rebound. Grant Williams had it, but he's being held down by Norman Powell. And Powell will pick up the personal, his first. Subs in for both teams. Tyler Hero checking in for Miami. He'll replace Powell. And in for Charlotte, it is Sion James. He is going to get Grant Williams here. So it is White, Williams, Kalkbrenner, Bridges, and Knippel. Hornets, 2 of their brightest stars, LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller, both sitting with foul trouble. LaMelo's got 2, Brandon's got 3. Kalkbrenner holding on the perimeter, 8 on the shot clock. Gives it to White. White against Larson. 4 on the shot clock. White lost the handle, gets it back. Got to put up the heat. He throws it at the iron. Oh, it almost banked in. Crazy shot, but it rims out. Hero with it. Heat chance to take back the lead. 1-point game in favor of Charlotte. Davion Mitchell against Sion James. Like looking in the mirror. Stuck in the paint. Out to Larson, over to Wiggins. Wiggins, pull up 3. It's blocked. Bridges got a piece of it, out of play. Oh, Bridges did get a piece of it, sorry. He got a piece of it, therefore that's why it was so short. And with 2.9 on the shot clock, it is going to be Heat basketball. Hornets are going to make a sub here. LaMelo Ball is in. He'll replace Kobe White. Hornets leading 37-36. Davion Mitchell lobs it into Ware. Ware for 3. Short. Rebound. Wiggins. Fresh 14 for the Heat. Hoisted up and hit from Davion Mitchell. Mitchell's second 3 of the game. He's into double figures now with 10, and the Heat are on top, 39-37. 7:03 to play in our second quarter. LaMelo Ball matched up with Wiggins. He'll lob it for Miles Bridges. Bridges into the paint, kicks to James. Sion driving, kicks it out to Kahn. Kahn drives. Kahn puts up the mid-range jumper. No. Rebound. Tap by Kalkbrenner. Can't control it. Heat take it away. Davion Mitchell into the paint. Mitchell, kick out. Khalil Ware for 3. That's short. Rebounded by Con Knippel. Charlotte trailing by 2. Can they get this thing tied up? Con Knippel pump fakes the 3. He'll drive. Off the contact. He's fouled. Had Wiggins on his back. Pulled up. Wiggins, momentum, carries him through the shooter. Second personal foul on the former champion and all-star. And Con Knippel's smart play earns a trip to the line. Interesting comment before the game from Eric Spoelstra talking about Con Knippel, and he said flat out, he's the rookie of the year in my mind. He says he's amazed how mature players generally come into the league now, but that Con in particular has been a big boost to the Hornets offense, style of play, and did it with, quote, an unusual maturity. I tend to agree. Con makes the first of 2 free throws. 86% foul shooter on the season. Con is perfect. And that ties the score at 39 apiece. 6:23 left in the first half. All even here at the Hive. Winner advances to play for the 8th seed on Friday. Davion Mitchell, step back three, missed it. Rebound, Khalil Ware, put back off the glass is good. Khalil Ware into double figures now with 10. Interesting sources of offense here for Miami. Miles Bridges, straightaway three is no good. Rebounded by Ware, he'll hand it to Mitchell. Davion Mitchell and Khalil Ware, maybe the unlikely duo with early scoring here. And we're going to have a foul called as they lob it into Wiggins on Con Knipple. It's on the ground. First personal, third team foul on Charlotte. Hornets are going to sub in Josh Green, bring a little more defense onto the floor, and he's going to replace Knipple, who will take a seat here with 4 points. Charlotte not shooting it great from deep. 5 of 16 as a group. Same percentage as Miami, but the Heat don't depend on three-point shooting to the same level that the Hornets do. Lil Ware hands it off to Hero. Hero, lightning quick ordinarily. Hero against Musa. Hero pulls up for a 19-footer. No. Rebounded by Bridges. Gives it to LaMelo. LaMelo up the right side. LaMelo. Crossover against Jaquez. LaMelo driving all the way to the rack. Goes up. He's stripped from behind, and it goes out of play. Last touch by the Heat. And we're going to have a timeout here by Charlotte. It's a 2-point ball game. Miami 41, Charlotte 39. 5:30 left to play in quarter number 2. It'll be Hornets ball when we come back to the Hive here on the Hornets Radio Network.
Here at Academy, we're putting the outdoors back in Academy Sports and Outdoors, especially for firearms and ammo. Whether you're punching paper at the range or heading to the field before sunrise, you'll find what you're looking for, and probably a few things you didn't know you needed. Trusted brands, tons of options, and undefeatable prices. Right now, get up to $50 off select Glock firearms through April 19th. Academy, fun can't lose. Age restrictions apply. Remember to always keep it safe.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years.
He was in big trouble.
We're going to take your house, garnish your pay.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm.
I don't owe the IRS anymore. It was because of Optima Tax.
Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-928-0199. 800-928-0199.
Optima Tax Relief.
Actual client compensated for sharing their experience. Visit OptimaTaxRelief.com for details.
August 11th is National 811 Day. 811 is the first step to getting your buried underground utilities like gas, electric, or internet lines located. Having these lines marked before digging helps keep you, your family, and your neighborhood safe. Play it safe when you plan on digging and call or click 811 3 working days before you dig. Learn more at nc811.org. Sponsored by North Carolina 811 and the North Carolina Association of Broadcasters in cooperation with the station.
Is your money just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money's always doing something. Like auto saving for special events, tracking your teen spending, and helping protect your parents from fraud. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Day through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., as well as on game days. And you can also shop anytime from anywhere online at HornetsFanshop.com.
I'm Liam McNeely.
Kicks to McNeely. He'll drive. McNeely over the left-hand finish. And the foul. Nice take. Liam McNeely.
And you're listening to Hornets basketball on the Hornets Radio Network.
Charlotte trailing Miami 41-39 with 5:30 left in the second quarter. A sellout crowd here at Spectrum Center once again. Watching the Hornets as they try and make their way to the postseason. One element of the franchise that already made the playoffs and won the whole thing. The Greensboro Swarm. Congratulations to the Swarm, who swept the G League Championship Series from defending champion Stockton, earning the first title in Greensboro history. The Hornets are the first organization to win both the Las Vegas Summer League and the G League Championship in the same season. Liam McNeely and Tijan Salan were part of both titles. So was P.J. Hall, for that matter. Congrats to team president Steve Swatoa, GM Cole Teal, head coach DJ Baker, all the players and the staff on bringing the title back here to the great state of North Carolina. Hornets trailing the Heat 41-39. Bam Adebayo, according to the Heat PR team, is questionable to return. Lower back injury, questionable return. That's as of about 5 minutes ago. Again, we're wishing all the best to Bam. He's a North Carolina native, and even if he wasn't, it wouldn't matter. Great, great player and ambassador in our game. For the moment, he's off the floor. It's Hero Ware, Jaquez, Mitchell, and Wiggins out there for Miami. Charlotte has Musa, Knipple, James, Bridges, and Ball. Kahn, the Rookie of the Year candidate, driving, puts it up off glass, and good. Kahn Knipple, tough angle, but he sinks it. And we're tied at 41 with 5 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in our first half. Davion Mitchell. On the picket fence of screens, matches up with Musa now. Goes to Tyler Hero. Hero switched on to Musa off the screen. Left side, Jaquez attacking Miles Bridges. Fakes the spin, fakes the pull-up, gives to Mitchell instead. Mitchell up for the 12-footer, no. Rebound smashed by Miles Bridges, and he outlets to LaMelo. LaMelo, one-on-one with Wiggins. LaMelo into the lane, kick out Bridges. He'll pass on the three, goes to LaMelo. He'll take it, in and out. Rebound, Musa goes up for the lay-in, and a foul on the floor as Musa Diabate continues to be a menace on the glass. Foul is on Jaime Jaquez Jr., his second personal, 13th foul. Hornets ball on the sideline with a fresh 14 and a chance to take the lead back. 4:39 to play in quarter number 2. Musa Diabate gives to LaMelo on the logo. LaMelo around the screen, puts up the three, off the iron, rebound, Davion Mitchell. Mitchell races up the floor. He play with more pace than anyone else in the NBA. They find Hero for three, doesn't get the bounce. The rebound being punched away, and a foul is called. It's going to be on Kahn Knipple. That's his second personal.
Charlotte foul on second. His second, team's fourth.
Second personal on Kahn, fourth team foul. He will be shooting free throws on every foul from this point on, unless it's an offensive foul. Hero to Jaquez. Jaquez drives the lane, lefty lane, good. Nice move there by Jaime Jaquez, third-year man out of UCLA, whose sister, Gabriella, was the 5th pick in the WNBA draft yesterday. Congrats to the Jaquez family. Hornets down 2. Mellow ball, pass to Sion James on the short roll, up for the right-handed lay-in, that's good. Strong take by Sion James, 6th rookie in Hornets history to play all 82. And he ties the game up with his first 2-point shot of the game, 43-43. Davion Mitchell drives, passes to the left wing. Wiggins' three is good. Andrew Wiggins, second made three of the game. Top 15 in the NBA in three-point percentage. Not someone you want to leave open. 46-43. Charlotte trails. Mellow ball against Tyler Hero. LaMelo driving into the paint. Up with the right hand, off glass, and good. LaMelo Ball is just carving up this Heat defense with these drives into the paint. Hornets down 1. Hero to Mitchell. Down to the blocks. Wiggins to catch. Wiggins into the body of Knipple. Turnaround off the glass. No. Rebound slapped out by Bridges and picked up by LaMelo. LaMelo finds Bridges in transition. Bridges to Knipple. Pump fakes the three. Gives to Melo on the logo. Under 3 minutes to play in the half. LaMelo pick and pop. Bridges catch and shoot. The three is good. Rip the net cord. Miles Bridges yet another Lowe's drilling three-point shot, his third of the game. Hornets up by 2. Jaquez spinning off glass, no rebound. Khalil Ware. Shot clock is at 8. Diabate almost slapped it away. Mitchell holding, throws to Jaquez. Jaquez steps up for a three. Yes. Big shot there for Jaime Jaquez Jr., only a 31% three-point shooter, although he shot 57% from three this season in the games against Charlotte. So the Heat seesaw back in front. They're up by 1. 49-48. Mellow ball passes to Sion James. James around the Bridges screen. Matched up with Jaquez. Lobs it to Bridges. Bridges attacking, and 3 in the key is called on Khalil Ware. Defensive 3 seconds means a free throw for LaMelo and a chance to tie the game. Melo, 89.9% from the foul line this season. Remarkable year. Not quite a career high in games played, but the most he's played in several seasons. Leader of this team sinks it. Perfection from LaMelo. Ties it at 49. Sub in for Charlotte as Khalil Ware will go to the bench. Hornets bring in Grant Williams in place of Moussa Diabate. So going with a small ball unit. Again, no Bam Adebayo at the moment. Lower back injury. He's on the bench. LaMelo Ball. Screen to his right. Matched up with Pelle Larsson. 5 on the shot clock. Step back. Deep three. It's good! LaMelo just lit this place on fire. Hornets up 3. Heat cannot answer. Bridges the board. His 5th rebound of the day. 90 seconds left. LaMelo, another deep ball. Off the front iron. Rebound. Hero throws over the top. He overshot Jaquez. Turns it back over to Charlotte. LaMelo shot that last one from South Carolina and just left it a little short, but he's got the ultimate green light right now. 5 threes in the last 5 games of the regular season, 2 already tonight. LaMelo catching the lane, fires it out, looking for James, intercepted. Davion Mitchell to steal. 5 on 4 for the Heat if they hurry. Hero, the runner, is good. Tyler Hero takes advantage of the odd man rush for his first bucket of the game. It's 52-51. Hornets with the lead. 1 minute to play in quarter 2. Sion James passes to Bridges. Bridges against Davion Mitchell. Bridges attacks. Bridges up with the right hand. He's pushed. They don't call it. Bridges goes flying. Heat with the 4-on-2. Hero into the lane. Hero is fouled, and they're going to give him an and one. Heavy contact on the other side was deemed legal. And here, Hero, an acrobatic finish, has a possible 3-point play. Kobe White will sub in for Charlotte. He's going to replace Sion James. Foul was called on Grant Williams, his second. Hornets fans voicing their displeasure. Hornets down by 1. Tyler Hero, 91% foul shooter. Must not have taken enough to qualify for the league lead. I don't know why I don't have him on my board as the league leader in that category. In any case, he makes the free throw. Charlotte trying to go for a quick 2 for 1. Double ball, passes to Kobe White. Inside, Grant Williams, the catch is sealed up. Bounces, goes up, missed it. Rebound, Mitchell. Hornets again, contact, but no call. And now the Heat, with a 2-second game clock, shot clock separation, are holding for 1. Heat lead at 54-52. Davion Mitchell near midcourt against LaMelo. Mitchell almost has his pocket pick. Goes up, throws it at the 10. No. Rebound, Miles Bridges. 3-quarter court Heat. Good if it goes. Off the top of the backboard, and that's it for the first half. Charlotte, hard fought, opening 24 minutes of action. Team Teal got a great opening quarter from Miles Bridges. LaMelo Ball, consistent offense, but had to navigate quite a bit of foul trouble, to be perfectly honest. And that has diminished some of their opportunities so far here tonight. Hornets trailing 54-52 before we go to our halftime show. Reminder for you, Hornets fans, don't forget the coverage of your favorite NBA team does not stop after the game. Be sure to check out the Hornets Livecast, the official podcast of your Charlotte Hornets, available on all podcast platforms. Hopefully, we are having a winning episode for tomorrow, and we start talking about potential matchups for the 8-seed game on Friday. One other thing to let you know about, and this is a thank you to our fantastic fans. It's been a record-breaking season here at Spectrum Center. Arena records were set with 25 sellouts. The previous high was 16. including 15 in a row to end the season here at Spectrum Center, another record. We also saw the highest total attendance since 1998, over 760,000 total fans, more than 18,700 per game. Thank you to the Hornets fans for a tremendous season. All right, Rob Longo is standing by, and he'll have our halftime show coming up after this quick break. It's Miami 54, Charlotte 52. Halftime at the Hive in the SoFi Play-In Tournament here on the Hornets Radio Network.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Looking for heavy equipment but don't know where to buy? Purple Wave Auction has you covered. Always online and always no reserve. It's your destination for construction or ag equipment ready to work. We even sell semis, trailers, and fleet equipment for your operation. Best part? It's free to join. Head to purplewave.com. That's purplewave.com. Sign up for a free account and start bidding today. Purple Wave Auction, the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment.
Hey guys, Will Palanchik here for PhD Weight Loss. You don't have a weight problem, you have a body that's in survival mode, and no medication, crash diet, or app is going to fix that. When you think about the GLP drugs like Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, these drugs are extremely popular, but the problem is the way they're being used is not sustainable, requiring maximum dosage and to be on them for life at a price that's hard to bear. At PhD Weight Loss, they treat unwanted weight loss as a symptom, a signal that your metabolism, hormones, and stress response need attention, and when they correct those, the weight comes off naturally. And it's not just about the weight, it's about helping you live a longer life. Right now, when you call PhD Weight Loss and mention my name, Willie P., they'll give you 2 weeks free of the program and pay for your food. That's a $1,500 value, completely free. 980-237-9090 and mention Willie P. to get 2 weeks free. 980-237-9090 in Lake Norman and Pineville, online at myphdweightloss.com. When you go, tell them Willie P. sent you.
Check on out-of-town scores are on the way. Here's the host of Hornets Halftime, Rob Longo.
Well, the Hornets are behind the Heat 54-52 at home at the break. Both teams battling to keep their seasons going in this 9-10 game of the SoFi Play-In Tournament. And so far, the Hornets have been hampered with a lot of foul trouble there, especially in that second quarter. Brandon Miller picked up his third personal with 9 minutes to go in that second frame. He had to sit the remainder of that first half. He's only been limited to 3 points in this contest. He's effective when he's out there. He's a +4 and a +- but has only played 10 minutes so far because of the foul trouble. You look up and down the rest of the lineup. LaMelo Ball's got a pair of fouls. Con Knipple has 2 fouls. Josh Green, Grant Williams, pivotal pieces on his bench. They also have 2 personal fouls. There's nothing really to speak of on the other side. Maybe Andrew Wiggins has 2 on the other side for Miami, but he's been playing okay without fouling in the first half. So, again, Hornets trailing this one 54-52 at the break. Hornets led by LaMelo Ball, a game-high 17 points at this point. Miles Bridges right behind him with 15 points. Wiggins and Davion Mitchell, 10 points each on the other side for the Miami Heat. This is the only game going on right now in the association. Only other game tonight is in the Western Conference. That's the 7-8 game. Portland heads to Phoenix at 10. The winner of that game will be the 7th seed and take on San Antonio in the opening round of the playoffs, while the loser will host the winner of tomorrow's game between the Clippers and the Warriors on Friday. If the Hornets can take care of business tonight, they will head to either Orlando to face the Magic or Philadelphia to take on the Sixers on Friday. Either way, airtime will be at 7:30 here on the Hornets Radio Network. When you come back, we'll look back at the first half. Charlotte trails Miami at intermission 54-52. This is Hornets Halftime on the Hornets Radio Network.
Welcome to the SoFi NBA Play-In Tournament.
Here we come.
6 crucial games to determine which teams make the NBA playoffs.
They're headed to the playoffs.
Let's go! And which teams watching from home.
That's game!
With the stakes so high, every possession of every game means everything. Yeah. The NBA playoffs are right around the corner, but you've got to win to get in.
Yes, sir!
The SoFi NBA Play-In Tournament, April 14th through the 17th, only on Prime.
When it's game time on the court or on the clock, you need equipment that can run the full 4 quarters. Rubbermaid Commercial Products delivers pro-level performance from brute trash cans to microfiber cloths to heavy-duty tilt trucks. Trusted for any task in any environment, Rubbermaid Commercial Products are made for the work that matters. Bring championship focus to every facility with Rubbermaid Commercial Products, a proud partner of the Charlotte Hornets. Visit rubbermaidcommercial.com or your local home improvement store to get started today.
ASAP Rocky presents Don't Be Dumb Tour. Live in Charlotte. ASAP Rocky. Performing at Spectrum Center Friday, June 12th. The new album, Don't Be Dumb, is out now. Get tickets now at livenation.com. This is the dumbest tour of all time. ASAP Rocky, presented by Cash App.
Hornets halftime continues in our network studios. Here's your host, Rob Longo.
Hornets trailing Miami at the break 54-52 in this 9-10 matchup of the play-in tournament. Let's go ahead and take a look back at that first half. It was an eventful first 24 minutes here at the Hive. It's the typical lineup here for the Hornets that are 31-9 this season. LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Con Knippel, Miles Bridges, and Moussa Diabate. A little bit of a wrinkle on the other side for Eric Spoelstra. He put out a lineup he's only put out one other time this year. It resulted in a win, but it's Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo, Khalil Ware, and Tyler Hero and Davion Mitchell were the starting 5 for Eric Spoelstra in this do-or-die game. In the first quarter, it was very back and forth. Hornets and Heat just couldn't really get a whole lot of separation. Sion James was the first player off the bench for Charlotte, but LaMelo Ball was the main focal point, and he was the one that really got going first for the Hornets.
And the Heat are up 9-7. LaMelo, straightaway 3. That's good.
LaMelo had 7 points in the first 3 minutes and 9 seconds of the contest. Hornets able to lead by as many as 8 there in that first half with a little bit under 5 minutes to go, thanks to Ryan Kalkbrenner putting this one back up and in.
White to James. James for 3. Off the iron. Rebound put back by Ryan Kalkbrenner. He pogo sticks back up. Lays it in. Charlotte, largest lead of the game, and a timeout for Eric Spoelstra and the Miami Heat.
Miami able to cut the deficit, though. It was only a 2-point spread after 12 minutes of action. Charlotte led at 26-24 at the end of the first quarter. Hornets shot 36% from the field, 4 of 13 beyond the arc, 4 for 4 at the free throw line. Miami was 0 for 1 at the stripe, only 2 of 8 from beyond the arc, and shot 46% from the floor. Wiggins had 7 points in that first frame. Bam Adebayo had 6 points and a pair of rebounds. Con Knippel got off to a very slow start. He was 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Miles Bridges, 10 points in that first quarter, 3 for 4 from the floor, made both of his 3-point attempts as well, and LaMelo Ball had 9 points in that first half as well. But only a minute and 2 seconds into that second quarter, the script got flipped a little bit for Miami. Bam Adebayo saving a ball over the end line fell directly on his tailbone. He is listed as questionable to return with a lower back injury. We have not seen him out there on the floor. Hornets led it by 4 there, but again, only about a minute and 50 seconds later, Brandon Miller picked up his 3rd personal, and he had to sit the remainder of that second frame. It was back and forth. Miami has led this one by as many as 3. That's how tight this contest has been, and LaMelo Ball was able to give the Hornets a quick lead there late in the second quarter.
Screen to his right, matched up with Pelle Larsson. 5 on the shot clock. Step back, deep 3. It is good! LaMelo just lit this place on fire.
LaMelo, 17 points in that first half. That's a game high, despite only going 2 of 7 from beyond the arc. He is still 6 of 14 from the floor and has made all 3 of his free throws. Also has 3 assists as well. Miles Bridges, 15 points, 6 boards. He is 5 of 8 from the field, shooting very hot here as of late, especially in this contest so far. Wiggins, 10 points, 4 of 7 from the field on the other side of things for the Heat. Davion Mitchell, 10 points, 5 assists off of 4 of 9 shooting for Miami. The Heat outscored the Hornets 30-26 in that second quarter and now lead at 54-52 over your Hornets. Second quarter numbers, Miami led it by a margin of 4, like I mentioned, shot 46% from the field, 5 of 12 from 3, and only made 1 free throw and were able to make it, or went to the free throw line once and were able to make it. Charlotte, 42% from the field, 3 for 8 beyond the arc, made all 3 of their free throws. So halftime totals here through 2 quarters of action. Miami shooting 46% from the field, 7 of 20 beyond the arc, 1 of 2 at the stripe. Hornets 7 for 7 at the free throw line, but only shooting 39% from the field, and they've made a third of their free throws, 7 of 21 from beyond the arc. 54-52, your halftime score. Hornets trail it by a deuce. Second half action on the way right after this here on the Hornets Radio Network.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
Recently, our company softball team lost a big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in North Carolina. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Doesn't the North Carolina Education Lottery Winners Club give the best massages?
I've never felt so relaxed.
Thanks to this month's scratch-offs, this is our life now.
It's like winning again and again and again.
This month's scratch-offs pack over $200 million in total prizes. The Winners Club awaits. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning range from 1 in 3.49 to 4.37. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
I'm Miles Bridges. Bridges faces up against KJ Martin. Spins baseline. Oh, pretty move. And the finish off the window.
And you're listening to Hornets basketball on the Hornets Radio Network.
Miles Bridges, 15 points at the break. Charlotte trails at 54-52, though, against Miami. Rob Longo with you here inside your Hornets Radio Network studios as we head back up top to the top of section 105, where Sam Farber is standing by. And Sam, let's start there. The Hornets stars have showed up so far in this one. LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges combining for 32 of the Hornets' 52 points. That's the recipe for success. Just need the rest of the team to move forward with them.
Yeah, and foul trouble has definitely been costly for Charlotte, I would say. LaMelo able to navigate that first half, even though he was dealing with a couple of personals. Brandon Miller had to sit the majority of the first half with 3 fouls. So the 3 points, it might seem alarming, but the alarming part is he only was able to play 9 minutes. Him having a big presence in the second half going to be key here for Charlotte. Rob Longo, thank you. Great stuff as always. Time now for our coaches' conversation. Hornets trailing at intermission 54-52. And joining us here on the Hornets Radio Network, Hornets assistant Matt Hill. Coach, Miami leads, but they're nowhere near their normal scoring numbers. How do you feel about the team's defense so far in this contest?
The half-court defense has been pretty good. The offensive rebounds have hurt us. I think they had 10 second-chance points in the second quarter alone. So if we clean that up, I like where our defense is at, and then some transition, a couple off turnovers. But we know they want to play fast, so taking care of that area as well.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck second half.
Thank you.
Hornets assistant Matt Hill helping us out here. Halftime at the Hive. Charlotte trailing 54-52. Game's leading scorer right now is LaMelo Ball, 17 points. Right behind him with 15, Miles Bridges. 2 players in double figures for Miami. I don't think we would have circled them on our bingo card before the game. Davion Mitchell, 10 points. Andrew Wiggins, 10 points. Maybe Wiggins. Not so much Mitchell, although he has been on a bit of a hot streak. That's now double figures in 5 of his last 6 games. Tyler Hero had 7. Bam Adebayo 6, although he only played 11 minutes. And right now, watching the Heat in warmups, I do not see Bam out there on the floor, which is obviously a big loss. Great player, great person, 3-time All-Star, 5-time All-Defensive selection. If he is unable to return to the floor, that is a big loss for Miami. 3-point shooting totals from the first half are brought to you by Lowe's Home Improvement. In the first half, the Hornets only 7 for 21 from deep, 33.3%. The magic number for Charlotte this year since the All-Star break is 36%. When they make that percentage or better, they are 17-1. When they're under it, they're just 1-8. So they need to pick it up here in the second half. Before we get things started here in the second half, I want to let you know that last week the Hornets and Lowe's held a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the Riverview Community Center in Creston, North Carolina, unveiling this year's Hornets Legacy Project powered by Lowe's. The center was devastated by Hurricane Helene, but now has a renovated gym, exercise room, and exterior. Thanks to our partners at Lowe's, state and local community leaders for their partnership on this project. Second half ready to get underway, and indeed, we do not see Bam Adebayo. It'll be Ware, Jaquez, Hero, Wiggins, and Mitchell out there for Miami and Black. Charlotte with the buzzsaw lineup. Brandon Miller, Con Knippel, Moussa Diabate, Miles Bridges, and the game's leading scorer, LaMelo Ball. We're underway. Second half. Hornets right to left across your radio dial. See what the Hornets design here on the first play. Out of the locker room, LaMelo Ball throws to Miles Bridges. Right back to LaMelo. LaMelo back to Miles on the right side. They're just playing catch on the perimeter. Miles just pulls up for three off the iron. The rebound to Khalil Ware. Not a great looking possession there for Charlotte for the first one out of the gates. Heat leading by 2. Jaquez getting the start in the second half in for Bam Adebayo. Drives, passes it off. Wiggins' runner is no good, and the rebound chased down by Moussa Diabate. Sends it up the floor to LaMelo. LaMelo gives to Bridges in the blocks. Bridges facing up on Hero. Backs into him. Here throws it out to Miller. Now to Melo. 10 on the shot clock. LaMelo one-on-one with Jaquez, a good defender. He'll use the screen. Pull up from just off the right elbow. Yes. LaMelo Ball now with 19 points. And this game is tied at 54. Opportunity knocking here for Charlotte. Miami down some big players. And their best player on the floor right now, Tyler Hero, does not look quite himself. In the post. Nice move by Jaime Jaquez. Turnaround hook shot is good. Jaquez now with 7. And the Heat go back up by 2. Miles Bridges against Hero. Passes up top. Brandon Miller. Miller holds the dribble against Hero. Miller into the honeycomb. Throws on the brakes. Puts up the shot. It's good. Brandon Miller gets to his spot and knocks down his first 2-point shot of the game. Evens the score, 56 all. Davion Mitchell, one-on-one with LaMelo. Each slowing it up at the moment. Very uncharacteristic. They're the number 1 pace team of the NBA. Jaquez against Brandon Miller. They want to attack him. Jaquez into the lane. Throws on the brakes. Pass to Wiggins. Goes up. Missed the shot. Put back slam, though, by Khalil Ware. Cleaning things up. He's up to 10 points now. LaMelo Ball racing through the Heat defense. Up with a lob shot. Short. Tap up and in by Moussa Diabate. Moussa's first points of the game. Evens it again at 58. Tyler Hero into the honeycomb. Pass. Caught it. Throws it back out after the deflection. Jaquez 3 is good. Lucky break there for the Heat. Ball fell right back to Hero off a deflection. And he squared up Jaquez for the 3. Charlotte down 61-58. LaMelo circling up off glass and good. LaMelo Ball with 21. 1-point ball game. Jaquez to Mitchell to Hero. They're trying to target Miller at least once per possession. See if they can get him another foul. Davion Mitchell matched up right now with Miller. 10 on the timer. Mitchell. Crossover into the paint. Pull up. The shot is short. Rebound tapped out by Ware. Wiggins on the reload. Gives back to Mitchell with a fresh 14. Davion Mitchell over to Hero. He's one-on-one with LaMelo. Calls for the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Hero driving. Hero into the paint. Poke free. It comes out. And it is last touched by Miami. Charlotte Ball. Good defense there by the Hornets. And they can take the lead for the first time here in the second half with a score on this possession. LaMelo Ball hands it to Con Knippel. Fade pass to LaMelo. Puts up the 3. Off the back iron. Rebound Moussa. Diabate hands it back to Melo. Melo on the baseline. The runner. He's hit. And Davion Mitchell is called for the foul. Mitchell insistent that he got the ball. It goes through the body of LaMelo Ball, though. Bench for the Heat are looking at it. Davion Mitchell trying to convince them to challenge it. Hornets need to populate the lane here. Mitchell locked in. And the bench says go ahead and challenge it. So the Hornets took too long to get to the lane. And Eric Spoelstra saw enough to want to challenge this one. Our crew chief tonight is Zach Zarba.
Anyway, a ruling on the floor is a defensive foul on Mitchell. Miami is challenging the ruling.
We'll have the result of the ruling when we return here to the Hive. Charlotte trailing the Heat 61-60. We'll see if LaMelo's at the line or not after this quick break on the Hornets Radio Network.
You don't build a tradition. mission overnight. You earn it.
The Coca-Cola 600's underway.
This is a crown jewel race. It's a 600-mile salute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice.
It's what we love because of the sacrifices that were made by our military heroes.
If you win this one, you'll carry it with you forever. It's NASCAR's toughest test of man and machine.
It's the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway on Memorial Day weekend.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT, kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefit. The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years.
He was in big trouble.
We're going to take your house, garnish your pay.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm.
I don't owe the IRS anymore. It was because of Optima Tax.
Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-928-0199. 800-928-0199.
Optima Tax Relief.
Actual client compensated for sharing their experience. Visit OptimaTaxRelief.com for details.
BOGO is back at iMart Express.
Okay.
Right now, for a limited time only, new customers can buy their first pair of glasses and get a second pair free. Plus, with eye exams available and same-day glasses, you'll never miss a moment. It's the kind of savings and service you can really get used to.
Okay.
Find a location near you at imartexpress.com to shop our BOGO event today and see everything we have in store for you. iMart Express. Get glasses. Go see.
Is your money just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money's always doing something. Like auto saving for special events, tracking your teen spending, and helping protect your parents from fraud. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Ryan Kalkbrenner.
I'm Ryan Kalkbrenner, and this is your home for Hornets basketball in the Queen City, the Hornets Radio Network.
Hornets trailing the Heat 61-60. A challenge successful for Miami. They say Mitchell made legal contact with the ball first. No foul, Heat ball. Hornets down one. Let's pause here 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the Hornets Radio Network.
This is WFNZ-FM Harrisburg and WBT HD3 Charlotte.
The exclusive home of the Charlotte Hornets.
Hornets fans, you can rep the Hornets in iconic purple and teal with gear from the Hornets Fan Shop here at Spectrum Center. From jerseys and hats to everyday essentials, you can find everything you need to show off your Buzz City pride at the Hornets Fan Shop. Stop by Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., or shop anywhere, anytime at HornetsFanshop.com. Miami 61, Charlotte 60. Bam Adebayo has not returned to the game. That is one big storyline here. The Heat, a very potent offense. They're definitely kind of an offense-first style of squad. Although Charlotte's offensive rating on the season is far superior. But that said, Miami has not had a great offensive day, only 61 points. Charlotte's just not shooting it well early on, only 30% from three and 40% from the floor. But despite one of those weaker shooting performances, Charlotte is only trailing by one. Heat ball. Hornets made a sub. Sion James is in for Brandon Miller, although Miller is already at the scorer's table. So James in with the rest of the starters in place of Miller. Lil Ware hands it off to Hero. Pump fake gets the flyby, puts it up in the lane. It's good. Tyler Hero now with 9 points. Charlotte trails 63-60. Hello Ball, game's leading scorer with 21. Uses the Diabate screen. Drives by Hero. Takes the contact. Puts it up and he puts it in. Circus shot from LaMelo Ball. He's got that mojo back. And the Hornets have a chance to tie it at 63. Otherworldly offense right now from LaMelo Ball. He averaged 23 points per game and 9 assists per game in the 3 head-to-head meetings with Miami. He's already got the 23 here in this SoFi play-in tournament matchup. Winner advances to play for the 8th seed on Friday at either Orlando or Philadelphia. LaMelo trying to tie it at 63. The free throw is perfect. Game high 24 now for LaMelo Ball. The game is squared at 63. And a foul called on Con Knippel, closely guarding Tyler Hero. Hero felt the contact hit the deck, and they get the benefit of the whistle. Third foul on Knippel. Kahn has had a rough shooting day. He's 0 for 5 from 3. Go to Hero again. Hero passes to Wiggins. Wiggins, drive and kick. Hero for 3. Yes. Big shot there by Tyler Hero. His first made 3 of the game. Miami back up by 3. Brandon Miller transition 3 is good. Miller answers right back. Drilling another Lowe's 3-point shot. And we're back even at 66. Wiggins from the corner. Can't answer. Rebound, Con Knipple. Miles Bridges up the middle. Bridges. Dribbles into the honeycomb. Goes up. And Ware catches it. Sends it ahead. Wiggins up for the slam. Bridges saying that ball was on the way down. Where's the goaltend? Too late now. 12 points for Andrew Wiggins. Heat back up by 2. Con Knipple. Gives to Brandon Miller. Right back to Con. Con, fade pass. Brandon Miller. Pump fake. Into the honeycomb. Pump fake again. Puts it up. Ware blocks the shot. Khalil Ware, another block. Again, hit ahead pass. Wiggins, another slam. Wiggins leaking out on back-to-back defensive possessions and going one-on-none for 2 dunks. Heat by 4, 70-66. This is Miami's largest lead of the game. LaMelo, open look, can't answer, but Diabate soars in and throws down the dunk on the putback. Get your antlers on Diabate. Dr. Pepper dunk. Hornets trail it by 2. Tyler Hero against Knipple. Pull up from off the free throw line. No. Rebound. Musa puts it in the breadbasket to LaMelo. LaMelo to Miles. Bridges halfway through the third quarter. Dribbles into the paint. Pass to Miller. Miller puts up the 3 off the back iron. Rebounded by Tyler Hero. Charlotte trailing by 2. Hero. Backdoor pass. Wiggins up for the lay-in. Andrew Wiggins. 6 points, all from point-blank range here in the third quarter. 16 in total to lead Miami. Heat lead it 72-68. LaMelo Ball to Miles Bridges on the wing. Gives to Musa just off the foul line. Musa tries to throw a backdoor pass to Con Knipple, but it's a kick save and a beauty by Khalil Ware. And it'll stay Hornets ball now with 14 on the shot clock. Subs coming in for both teams. Pella Larson in for Miami. He'll replace Davion Mitchell. Charlotte is bringing in Sion James and Kobe White. They will get Miles Bridges and Con Knipple. Melo Ball leads all scorers with 24-5. Heat players are in double figures. Only 2 for Charlotte, who is only shooting 30% from 3. 36% is their magic number. LaMelo. Around the screen, pump fake, pass to White, gets it back. LaMelo drives through the double, hangs, kicks it out. Sion James, extra pass for Miller. Miller, step back 3 on the way, is good. Rip the net cord. Brandon Miller, his third 3 of the game. 1-point margin in favor of Miami with 5 minutes left in the third. Wiggins backing in on Melo. Wiggins into the paint, goes up, and a foul is called. And they put it on LaMelo. Third personal on LaMelo Ball. Andrew Wiggins, 78% foul shooter, will shoot 2. Hornets fans displeased. I didn't see much there from LaMelo. Guess they got him with the body. Wiggins' first free throw is good. Hornets fans, Spectrum Center, the premier destination for sports and entertainment in the Carolinas. Don't miss Shane Gillis coming on Saturday. For tickets and list of future events, visit SpectrumCenterCharlotte.com. Wiggins, 15 points per game on the season, 21 a night in his matchups with Charlotte. Sinks both free throws. And gives the Heat the 3-point lead, 74-71. White, Williams, Miller, Ball, and Sion James, the 5 on the floor for Charlotte. Pass goes to Brandon Miller, around a couple of screens, matched up with Hero, trying to get away from him. Pass back to Grant Williams. Open look at a three off the front iron. Rebound to the Heat. Pella Larson picks it up. Goes racing up the floor. Throws it underneath. Khalil Ware pivots and punches it. And a timeout here by Charlotte. Hornets did not get back defensively. And Miami's got a new largest lead of the game, up by 5. Heat 76, Hornets 71. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third. You're listening to Hornets basketball on the Hornets Radio Network.
ASAP Rocky presents Don't Be Dumb Tour. Live in Charlotte. ASAP Rocky. Performing at Spectrum Center Friday, June 12th. The new album, Don't Be Dumb, is out now. Get tickets now at livenation.com. This is the dumbest tour of all time. ASAP Rocky, presented by Cash App.
Hornets fans, be sure to show your love for your favorite NBA team with the latest and greatest gear from the Hornets fan shop at Spectrum Center. Whether you're a fan of the classics, the newest styles, or both, you'll be sure to find the perfect fit for you. Stop by the Hornets fan shop at Spectrum Center Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., as well as on game days. And you can also shop anytime from anywhere online at HornetsFanshop.com.
Our yoga instructor challenged us to find inner peace. I found it faster than anyone. After 4 seconds, I stood up and screamed, "I found Nirvana! I win!" They asked me to leave. I guess they don't respect winning. Bet365 does, though. New customers get $200 in bonus bets just for betting $10. Namaste, losers. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in North Carolina. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Don Tolliver presents Octane Tour. Live in Charlotte. Performing at Spectrum Center May 21st. With special guests Saw Baby, Sofago, and Chase B. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Don Tolliver, the brand new album Octane, is available everywhere now. For more, visit dontolliver.com.
Buzz City.
Sion James for three. Got it from the far corner.
I'm Sion James, and this is Charlotte Hornets basketball on the Hornets Radio Network.
Charlotte trails Miami 76-71 with 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter here at the Hive. I say it is a make-miss league. It couldn't be more true tonight. Charlotte only 32% from three. The Heat are 39%. And that's really amounts to the majority of the difference here. Teams have made the same total number of triples, but the efficiency much better for Miami, and thus they lead by 5. In the second half, the Heat are 2 for 3 from distance. Charlotte is just 2 for 7. Well, we're hoping there is a lot more still to be played this season, but we're already making plans for the next one. A new era of Hornets basketball underway. Every rivalry, every run, every electric night of basketball at Spectrum Center. Our question is, will you be here for all of it? Full season ticket memberships are now on sale for the 26-27 season. Be here for every moment. Visit Hornets.com for more information. Miami 76, Charlotte 71. Heat do not have Bam Adebayo, and given that he has not made an appearance back on the bench, it seems very unlikely he would return. So that is a huge defensive presence not available for Miami. They have picked up their pace quite a bit here in the second half, and Charlotte has not done a great job of getting back defensively. That's led to some early easy runouts for the Heat. See if Charlotte can counter with a well-drawn-up play out of the timeout. White, Kalkbrenner, Williams, LaMelo, and Miller, the 5 on the floor for the Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo getting battered coming around screens. They find him. LaMelo for 3. Off the back iron. Brandon Miller palms the rebound out to Kobe White. The reloaded triple is good. Kobe White's first 3 of the game makes it a one-possession contest. 76-74, Heat on top. Hero to his right. Hero passes back for Mitchell. Open look at the 3 is good. Davion Mitchell, 39% from distance on the season. And tonight he's 3 for 4. Charlotte back down by 5. LaMelo against Pella Larson now. Gives to Brandon Miller. Miller using the screen at the foul line. Drifts inside, goes up. That's goaltending. Ware blocked another one. He might have gotten away with one earlier. He does not on this occasion. Count it for Brandon Miller. And it's back to a one-possession game, 79-76. Heat leading. 10 points in the third quarter now for Brandon Miller. Sat the majority of the first half with foul trouble. He's playing well right now. Tyler Hero. Passes to a cutting Pella Larson. The lob off the iron. Caught by Kobe White. Up the floor it goes to LaMelo. LaMelo. He cut into the Heat lead. Step back three. Couldn't get it all back there. Hero the rebound. Hero. Matched up with Miller. Driving. Up off the glass. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound Kobe White. Flips it ahead to LaMelo. LaMelo head on a swivel. Gives it to Brandon Miller. Pump fakes the three. Drives right by Hero. Pump fake again. Kick to the corner. Grant Williams back out to LaMelo, and they'll reset the offense. 10 on the shot clock. LaMelo against Tyler Hero. High screen from Kalkbrenner. He'll use it. Hero on his back. Puts up at the foul line. Yes! LaMelo Ball. Another bucket. He's up to 26 points now. 1 point game. LaMelo putting this team on his back. 2:30 to play in the third. Hero against Miller. Passes to Wiggins. Three ball. No. Rebounded by Kalkbrenner. LaMelo Ball sprinting up the left side. Chance to give Charlotte back the lead. LaMelo try to shake Mitchell. He'll use the screen. LaMelo to Miller. Miller back outside to Kobe White. 10 on the shot clock. White, high screen from Kalkbrenner. He'll use it. Puts up the three. Banks it in! The bank is open for Kobe White, and the Hornets are on top. 81-79. Minute 50 left in the third. Mitchell driving. Mitchell kicking. Khalil Ware is open. His three. No. Rebound LaMelo. LaMelo finds Grant Williams. Transition three. Oh, he missed it badly. Way off the mark. Now a steal for Charlotte. Kobe White transition triple. That's good. Timeout Miami. Let them hear you, Charlotte. It is deafening here inside Spectrum Center. Kobe White, after a first half of frustration, is straight unconscious right now. Banking one in, and he found his ATM card. Now he's making them left and right. And the Hornets flip it from down 5 to a 5-point lead. Minute 28 left in the third. This place is buzzing. Oh, there's going to be a lot more basketball in this building, we hope. But all summer long and into the fall, a heavy concert schedule we want you to be aware of as well. Spectrum Center is, after all, the premier destination for sports and entertainment in the Carolinas. Be here to see Journey coming on Wednesday, May the 20th. For tickets and a list of future events, visit SpectrumCenterCharlotte.com. Hornets have scored 10 straight. The Heat play faster than anyone else, but few teams can get as hot as Charlotte. They're not quite at that 36% magic number from three, but they're very close. 12 of 34 from distance. That's 35%. And the only number that really counts is who's on top in the points column. And right now, Charlotte's up 84-79. Ball, White, Bridges, Diabate, and Knipple out there for Team Teal. Miami ball, and the crowd is into it. Mitchell to his right, passes to Powell. Powell between the rings. Powell trying to get by Kahn, can't do it. Pump fake, he's stuck. Powell, 8 on the shot clock, out to Mitchell. Mitchell against Musa. Mitchell driving. Mitchell for the lay-in, yes. Good take by Davion Mitchell, who's got 15 points. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Charlotte's lead is 3. So that ends the 10-0 run. Hornets managing the clock slightly here. John Knipple comes up, sets the screen, does the short roll. LaMelo on Larson. LaMelo, 6 on the shot clock, passes to Kobe White. Kobe cuts to the cup. Kobe with a right hand, lays it in for 2. He is unconscious. That's 11 in the quarter. 86-81. 30 seconds to play in the third. Mitchell into the lane, bumped by Musa. Recovers it. Back to Powell, and the Heat will hold for one shot. Powell against Melo. Powell, the all-star, into the lane. Up with the left hand, spins it off the window for two. Norman Powell, first points of the second half, makes it a one-possession game. And LaMelo is going to hold for the final shot of the third quarter. Shot clock is dark. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. LaMelo on Larson again. LaMelo passes to White. White for three. It's good! It's good! It's good! North Carolina's Mr. Basketball with a close of the third that's straight out of 2K. Charlotte up 89-83 after Kobe White posts a 14-point frame. We go to the fourth here at Spectrum Center. They're chanting Kobe with the Hornets leading 89-83.
Astonishing news out of Shelby. We take you there now.
Jim, it's the $5,000 Any Trade Go sale at the all-new Shelby Kia. $5,000 over book value. Plus, you get a 65-inch smart TV. Sir, what brought you here?
The $5,000. They're paying up to $5,000 over book value for any trade.
And you, ma'am?
0% financing for 60 months. Oh, and every new Kia comes with a 65-inch smart TV.
Only at Shelby Kia.
And you got a lifetime warranty. Lifetime.
Shelby sells new Kias for less, and they get up to 76 miles per gallon.
Save thousands and get a 65-inch smart TV during the $5,000 Any Trade Go sale.
$5,000 over book value
at the all-new Shelby Kia.
On East Dixon Boulevard, under new ownership.
ShelbyKia.com.
ShelbyKia.com.
Drive home happy.
Offers plus tax and tag. For details, call 855-625-5050.
Hey, it's Jeff again to tell you more about PhD weight loss. You don't have a weight problem. You've got a body that's in survival mode. No medication, crash diet, or app is ever going to fix that. Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, these GLP-1 drugs, they're exploding in popularity. And for some, they can be a useful tool, but they don't address why your body started storing fat in the first place. At PhD Weight Loss, we treat unwanted weight as a symptom, a signal that your metabolism, hormones, and stress response all need attention. When we correct those, the weight comes off naturally, and more importantly, it stays off. Right now, call PhD Weight Loss and mention Jeff. You'll get 2 weeks free in the program, and we'll pay for your food. That's a $1,500 value, completely free. Call 980-237-9090 right now and mention my name, Jeff. Again, that's 980-237-9090 in Lake Norman, Pineville, or go to myphdweightloss.com. No more guessing, no more short-term fixes, just a smarter way forward.
Sam Farber.
The final 4 minutes and 30 seconds of the third quarter saw Kobe White go off. 14 points, 4 made threes, and he's helped take Charlotte from a 5-point deficit to a 6-point lead. As this crowd is lighting up Spectrum Center, it is a glorious sight to see. Charlotte still 12 minutes of work left. It's a wounded Heat team with a clearly less than fully healthy Tyler Hero and Norman Powell, and no Bam Adebayo available. Yet the Heat, with all their experience, particularly in the play-in, are not a team to be looked over. They will start the fourth quarter with Norman Powell on the floor, as well as Hawkins, Ware, Mitchell, and Larson. Charlotte has Knipple, Kobe White, Musa Diabate, Miles Bridges, and Brandon Miller. Fourth quarter underway here in the SoFi Play-In Tournament. Lil Ware, top of the circle, hands it off to Powell. Musa picks him up. Powell keeps the dribble. Up top, Hawkins. Hawkins against Miller. Hawkins driving. Hawkins has it dislodged by Miller. Catches it back, puts it up. Can't put it in. Rebound, Miles Bridges. Charlotte has stopped. Kobe White driving into the lane, off the contact. They don't get the call, but it falls anyways. It dropped Musu got a touch. You know what? It doesn't matter. The Hornets are up 8. Charlotte with its largest lead. Powell to Hawkins. Hawkins skips into the paint. Bumps off Bridges. Reverse pivot. Up with the right hand. Missed the shot. Rebound to the Moose. Musa Diabate. Gets to Knippel. He drives, and it's knocked away by Miami. Hornets ball over the end line. 1 minute into the fourth quarter, Charlotte has its largest lead of the game, up 91-83. Kobe White lobs it into Diabate. Musa to Knippel at midcourt. Khan trying to drive. Gets by Hawkins. Pull-up jumper. No. Off the front iron. Rebound to Khalil Ware. He gets it to Hawkins. Hawkins to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell puts his foot down, drives it, and lays it in with the left. Davion Mitchell now with 17 points. Second most for Miami. Hornets lead is 6. Kobe White around the Musa screen. Kobe match up with Hawkins into the lane. Musa up with the right hand. The lob shot falls. He gets the bounce. Hornets lead back to 8. As that ball was destined to go down. Powell can't get by Knippel. Tries the baseline again. Still sealed off. Swing it back around the horn. Davion Mitchell. Mitchell back to Hawkins. He'll drive it. Hawkins into the honeycomb. Follow away jumper. No, but they're calling a foul. Wow. Wow. And Charles Lee goes right to the official who called it, Gediminas Petritis, and says, if that's a foul here, it better be over there. That is not in line with how the rest of this game has gone. And Charlotte is challenging. Charles Lee seems to have found enough from his video team to challenge and try and take points away. Here's Zach Zarba to the mic.
The ruling on the floor of defensive foul on Bridges is being challenged by Charlotte.
All right, 10 minutes even left in the game. Hornets using the challenge for the first time tonight with an 8-point lead. Results when we return here on the Hornets Radio Network.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. May 20th, Spectrum Center. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at JourneyMusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Time to check out what else is going on around the association. Here's Rob Longo with your NBA scoreboard update.
Hornets up on Heat 93-85 at home in the fourth quarter. The only other game tonight outside of this one is the 7-8 game of the Western Conference. That's tipping up at 10 o'clock. Portland heads to the desert to take on Phoenix. Winner of that game matches up with San Antonio in the first round. The loser will host either the Clippers or Warriors on Friday for the 8th seed to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round this weekend. Let's also take a look at tonight's defensive player of the game, Kobe White. I mean, he's doing it offensively. He's doing it defensively, too. If he doesn't have the keys to City Hall waiting in his locker when he gets done after this, then something has gone wrong. He's got a pair of steals. He's a plus 13 and a plus minus. He also has 4 defensive rebounds out there on the floor as well. Now back to Sam as the Hornets lead Miami by 8.
Motion. Ruling on the floor stands. However, it is a non-shooting foul. Miami ball sideline out of bounds.
Rob, thank you. We got the tail end of Zach Zarba's explanation there, and it's not kind to the Hornets. At least they called it on the floor, so there's no free throws. But that is just, for For the level of physicality on one end to book Bridges on that is just ridiculous. Nonetheless, when you look at it in the monitor, I suppose you're looking, was there anything to confirm it? To say that's more than negligible is really, really rough. So the Hornets lose their challenge, but there are no free throws for Jaquez. Small victories. Charlotte with an 8-point lead, trailing by 8. The Heat have to inbound. I'll calm myself down by saying I echo Rob's thoughts on defensive player of the game. I would throw in that it's been a brilliant game for LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges as well, but I think Kobe has had a great all-around performance in this one tonight. Charlotte has White on the floor with Miller, Bridges, Diabate, and Knippel. Pella Larson, the drive, the up fake, the right-handed lane attempt, no, and a foul is called this time on Moussa Diabate. His first. Heat to the line, shooting 2. We'll say this. They might feel a certain way about how the physicality has been called. Only 12 free throws to this point have been taken, 8 by Charlotte, 4 by Miami, for what it's worth. Pella Larson at the line, shooting 2. The first one is good. He's a 79% foul shooter. One more to go. Hornets fans, Hornets Hoop Summer Camps are officially on sale. These camps bring elite instruction, competitive drills, and nonstop energy all summer long. They're co-ed. They're open for kids aged 7 to 14, and spots are filling up fast. So register today at Hornets.com/HornetsHoops. Both free throws are good for Pella Larson. And the Hornets lead is 6, 93-87. Brandon Miller hands it off to Kobe White. White, high screen from Knippel. Passes to Miller. Miller pump fakes the pass. Hornets playing a shell game on the perimeter right now. 9 on the shot clock. Kobe White drives past Pella Larson into the lane. Jump stop, kick out. Knippel, catch and shoot 3. No. Kahn having a rough shooting day right now. He's 0 for 6 from distance. Davion Mitchell. Passes to Powell. Powell, up fake, sends it back outside. Jaquez against Bridges. Jaquez bodies up Bridges. Jaquez stuck on the foul line. Outside Larson. Larson skateboards to a 3. It's no good. Rebound Bridges. Bridges' 8th board. Gets it up the floor. Kobe White. White against Jaquez. Dribbles to his right. Under 9 minutes to play. High screen used by White. White into the paint. D-cell step outside. No, he put his foot down. That's a travel. Charlotte with its 6th turnover of the game. Sub coming in for Miami. It's Andrew Wiggins, who has 18 points tonight. He is the leading scorer for the Heat. And he had 8. In the third quarter. Hornets with a 6-point lead. Jaquez feeds Powell. Powell. One dribble, picks it up. Goes to Mitchell now. Mitchell into the honeycomb. Pumps off the defender. Puts it up and in. Davion Mitchell now with 19 points. Great offensive game for him. Charlotte's lead is trimmed to 4. Kobe White for 3. Missed it strong. Rebound to Jaquez. Jaquez on the break finds Mitchell. Mitchell into the paint. Mitchell up with the right hand, or left hand, pardon me. That's a lay-in for 2. Davion Mitchell now with 21. Leads all Miami players. Hornets lead is 2. 8:05 to play. Kobe White to Knippel. Knippel slides through a double team. Pass to Miller. Catch and shoot 3. Off the iron. Rebound tipped up. It's loose. It's Wares. Ware hit ahead pass. Jaquez. Jaquez the lob and the slam for Wiggins. Plus a foul. Foul is called on Brandon Miller. And the Heat can take the lead. 4th foul on Miller. Oh, wait, did they put it on? No, they put it on Knippel. Pardon me, Knippel, 4th foul. And one for Wiggins. Hornets bring in subs, Grant Williams, Ryan Kalkbrenner, and LaMelo Ball. Line change for Charlotte with 7:49 left. Wiggins to the line. A chance to give Miami back the lead. Charlotte was up 8, and the Heat push back, obviously. Wiggins, yes. 7:49 left to play. Charlotte's down 94-93. Melo Ball back at the controls. Gives it to Miller. Miller into the paint. Kicks it out. LaMelo launches the three. Off the back iron. Rebound Wiggins. Wiggins bounces it up to Mitchell. Davion Mitchell dribbles to the left wing. Mitchell crossover. Step back. Three on the way. Yes, huge shot for Davion Mitchell. A 14-point second half for the fifth-year man out of Baylor. And now it's Miami on the big run, and Charlotte will use a timeout. It's a 10-0 run for the Heat. Timeout, Charlotte will take it as well with 7:25 remaining. You're listening to Hornets basketball on the Hornets Radio Network.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Fans, be sure to show your love for your favorite NBA team with the latest and greatest gear from the Hornets Fan Shop at Spectrum Center. Whether you're a fan of the classics, the newest styles, or both, you'll be sure to find the perfect fit for you. Stop by the Hornets Fan Shop at Spectrum Center Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., as well as on game days. And you can also shop anytime from anywhere online at HornetsFanshop.com.
Don Toliver presents Octane Tour. Live in Charlotte. Performing at Spectrum Center May 21st. With special guests Saw Baby, Sofago, and Chase B. Get tickets now at LiveNation.com. Don Toliver, the brand new album Octane, is available everywhere now. For more, visit DonToliver.com.
Hornets fans, be sure to download the Hornets app to enhance your game day experience this season. The Hornets app is your destination for all things purple and teal. Take advantage of Buzz City rewards by earning points for attending games, purchasing food, beverage, and merchandise. You can also earn points by playing predictive games and participating in trivia contests during away games. And while at Spectrum Center, use the Hornets app to order concession and fan shop items right from your seat. Download the Hornets app today.
I'm Tijan Salon.
Salon steps behind the arc. He wants another three ball. Good again. Woo, he's scalding hot.
This is your home for Hornets basketball, the Hornets Radio Network.
Charlotte is trailing 97-93. Hornets have given up 12 straight points to the Miami Heat, who've employed the fast break as they have all season long, and Charlotte's gone cold yet again from three. Hornets on the post-All-Star break portion of the season, 17-1 when they shoot 36% or better from distance, 1-8 when they're under. They are under right now, 33% from beyond the arc, but there's still 7:25 left to play. Well, Hornets fans, be dressed to impress. Rep the Hornets in iconic purple and teal with gear from the Hornets Fan Shop here at Spectrum Center. Jerseys, hats, everyday essentials. You'll find everything you need to show off your Buzz City pride at the Hornets Fan Shop. Stop by Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. or shop anywhere, anytime at HornetsFanshop.com. Hornets with Kalkbrenner, Bridges, Miller, the Mayor Grant Williams, and LaMelo Ball, the five on the floor. Heat counter with Mitchell, Jaquez, Wiggins, Ware, and Powell. Hero on the bench for the moment, and Adebayo has been ruled out the rest of the way. Charlotte down 4. See what coach has drawn up. LaMelo Ball bounces to Kalkbrenner, kick to the corner. Bridges wide open, looking at three. It doesn't get the bounce. Rebound, Grant Williams back up and in. Good attack there on the offensive glass, and Grant Williams makes it a one-possession game, 97-95. Heat on top. Mitchell, a hot hand, goes to Powell. Powell, blocked by Miller. Loose ball recovered by Ware. Over to Powell. Powell for three. Yes. Huge shot from Norman Powell. Ball just not bouncing the Hornets' way at the moment. They're down 5. Largest lead of the day for the Heat, 100-95. LaMelo to Bridges, to a wide-open Grant Williams in the corner. Gets the flyby. Tap dances to his left. 3-ball on the way. No. Rebounded by Ware. Hornets still cold from beyond the arc, but there's still plenty of time. 6.5 to play. Jaime Jaquez over to Wiggins. Right side, Powell. Powell, the all-star, driving up with the left hand, off glass, and good. Norman Powell with 11 points. Charlotte facing a new largest deficit, down 7. Ball around the Kalkbrenner screen. Pass to Miller. Miller, shot fake. 3-ball. No. Rebound. Kalkbrenner back up and in. Ryan Kalkbrenner wins the duel with Khalil Ware. Halfway through the fourth quarter, Charlotte, who's led by as many as 8, trails now by 5. Davion Mitchell to Khalil Ware. He'll hoist the 3. No. Rebound LaMelo. Ball with his third board. Gets it ahead to Bridges. Bridges to Grant Williams. Back to Miles. Water polo pass LaMelo. Gets the flyby. 3 on the way. No. Charlotte just ice cold right now from distance. 5:30 left in the fourth quarter. Heat by 5. Wiggins over to Mitchell. Open look at a 3. Spins out. Lucky break for Charlotte. That was halfway down. Miles Bridges will attack. Into the contact. Gets the foul. And he banks the shot home. Got it. Two is not enough, Miles. Better make it 3. Foul on Mitchell's his first. Miles Bridges to the line. First points of the second half for Miles. Miles can make it a 2-point contest right here. 82% foul shooter. Hits it. He's got 18. 102-100. Charlotte trails. Just over 5 minutes left in the timeout here by Miami. With 5:08 remaining. Woo, the intensity. It is high here at the Hive. Hornets really struggling from beyond the arc here in the fourth quarter. They are 0 for 8, but finding a way to get some shots to drop on putbacks and on drives. And they're down by only 2 with 5:08 left. And that kind of trend I talked about earlier, it's not a rule. Charlotte has won when shooting under 36%, and they've lost when shooting above it. It's just much more a rarity. For Charlotte's chances, they would certainly help to get hot in the final 5 minutes. Well, Hornets fans, last week the Hornets and Lowe's held a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the Riverview Community Center in Creston, North Carolina, unveiling this year's Hornets Legacy Project powered by Lowe's. The center was devastated by Hurricane Helene, but now it has a renovated gym, exercise room, and exterior, thanks to our partners in the state and local community, those leaders, as well as our partners at Lowe's for their partnership on the project. 102-100 is the score. Charlotte trying to claw their way back. Down 102-100. It'll be Diabate, Williams, Miller, Bridges, and Ball, the 5 on the floor. Heat have Powell, Wiggins, Ware, Jaquez, and Mitchell. Bam Adebayo ruled out the rest of the way, and Tyler Hero, another former All-Star, remains on the bench. Davion Mitchell, huge game. He's got 24, for Miami. Jaquez matched up with Melo. Jaquez, the bigger man, spins to the baseline. Spins back towards the double team. Hangs in the air. He traveled. Jumped up to make a pass, and gravity wins. Turnover to Charlotte. 4:58 left to play. Hornets trail by just 2. Can they swing momentum back in their favor here? Southeast Division rivalry game playing out in the SoFi play-in tournament. LaMelo to his left, finds Miller. Miller back to Melo. Melo, high screen from Musa, he'll use it. Melo to Miller, pumps on the 3, back out. Melo, open look, the triple. No, rebound tapped up, not in. Musa extends for it, the foul is called on Miami. Diabate putting in work on the glass. Foul is on Davion Mitchell. Second personal and second team foul. Hornets a fresh 14. Melo 2 of 14 from 3. He's getting good looks though. Bridges breaks the house down with the slam. Dr. Pepper dunk ties it at 102. Powell driving, pumping, kicking. Wiggins from the wing attacks in the honeycomb pass. Tipped by Miller out of play. Breaks it up. And the Heat forced to reset. 4:14 left in the game. 9 on the shot clock. And Miami is subbing in Tyler Hero. Hero. 5 of 13 on the day, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. He looks far from himself, but he is a dangerous player. Wiggins, 3 is good. Wiggins just put on the brakes and puts down a big 3-point shot. His third of the game. Heat up 105-102. 4 minutes left. Do the Hornets have another answer? Brandon Miller gives to LaMelo. LaMelo to the corner. Grant Williams pump fakes the 3. He'll drive it into the honeycomb. Fall away. There's contact. They don't call it. And the rebound goes to Khalil Ware. And now the ball goes out of play. Last touch by Diabate. Charlotte making a sub. Con Knipple in for Grant Williams. 3:45 left. Ball, Miller, Diabate, Knipple, and Bridges. It's the buzzsaw lineup. Jaquez driving, wraparound pass, finds Wiggins from the wing. He hits another. Andrew Wiggins up to 27 points. That's the game high. 3:25 left. Charlotte is down by 6. Brandon Miller to Melo to the corner. Bridges puts up the 3. No, Charlotte can't find the triple right now. They're under 30% from 3. And Miami is going to take this clock under 3 minutes, I believe, with their next shot. Tyler Hero. Over to Wiggins. Wiggins driving. Wiggins puts on the break. Puts it up from 17. No. Rebounded by Diabate. Musa, 13th board. Charlotte needs a bucket. Down 6. LaMelo stop and go. Drives. Up and under. Kick out. Bridges to the corner. Miller for 3. Yes! They had to have it. Brandon Miller provides. Yet another Lowe's drilling 3-point shot. Deficit cut in half with 2:33 to play. Hero, one-on-one with LaMelo. Hero draws the double, throws to Davion Mitchell, open look, he missed it. Rebound Ware, didn't draw iron. Hero hoists and hits. A backbreaker of a 3. Heat up 6. 2:10 to play. LaMelo finds Bridges to the corner. Miller, open look. Can't hit. Rebound. Diabate. Kick out. LaMelo. 3. No! And there's 2 minutes left, and Charlotte trails it by 6. 111-105. Heat last year navigated the play-in tournament from the 10th seed all the way into the playoffs. Trying to do it again, and a foul is called on the drive here by Hero. First in the last 2 minutes on Charlotte. It's on LaMelo Ball. 4th personal. Minute 42 remaining. Charlotte will make some subs. Grant Williams and Kobe White checking in. Minute 42 remaining, potentially, in the Hornets season. He with a 6-point lead in the ball. Inbound goes to Mitchell. Huge day for Davion Mitchell. One-on-one with Brandon Miller. Gives to Hero. Hero on LaMelo. Hero draws the double. Passes to Mitchell. Mitchell to the corner. Hawkins, three. No. Rebound, Kobe White. Up the floor it goes to Bridges. Throws the lob. Brandon Miller, the catch. Sealed under the rim. Throws it back outside. Bridges. Overlooked the wing. Three. Drops. Yes. Miles Bridges. Yet another Lowe's drilling three-point shot. And it's down to a three-point deficit. 111-108. Hornets need a stop. Davion Mitchell against Brandon Miller. Crowd chanting for defense. Hero driving. Hero doubled. Hero shovels to Mitchell. Mitchell into the lane. The push shot. Rims out. Rebound Brandon Miller. Over to Melo. Melo. 45 seconds left. Finds Brandon Miller. Miller. Back to Melo. 40 seconds left in the game. Pick and pop. It's Miller. 7 on the shot clock. To Melo. To White. White to the corner. Williams for the tie. No! Rebound Hawkins, and he's fouled by Brandon Miller with 28 seconds remaining. Charlotte just did not quite look in sync on that last possession. Still got a shot for the tie, but now they've got the clock on their back. The foul on Brandon Miller is 4th, and Jaime Jaquez, 76% foul shooter, can make it a 2-possession lead. First free throw, no. Ryan Kalkbrenner checks in for rebounding. This miss to keep it if he misses this one, it would keep it a 1-possession game, and we'd all win chicken, which is a distant second, but not inconsequential. Hawkins. Got it. 4-point game with 28 seconds left. Charlotte down 112-108. 28 seconds left. You don't have to have a 3, but it certainly wouldn't be a bad idea. Pre-game, Charles Lee talking about their identity, get the best quality shot we can, whether that's a 2, a 3, a layup, doesn't matter. Quality more than value. But right now, Charlotte down by 4, 28 seconds left. The value of the shot does matter. Hornets just 15 of 50 from 3, 30%. They are 2 for 15 here in the fourth quarter. Thank you to our fantastic fans for a record-breaking season here at Spectrum Center. Arena records set, including 15 straight sellouts to end the season, 25 in total. The previous best was 16. Saw the highest total attendance since 1998, over 760,000 total fans, more than 18,700 per game. Thank you, Hornets fans. A tremendous season, which we certainly hope is not over yet. But Charlotte down 4 with 28 seconds. They do have the ball. They do have one more timeout to utilize. They need a score. Miami has done just enough to this point to stay in front, despite Charlotte having a big advantage on the offensive glass. Miami's 41% three-point shooting, dwarfing the Hornets. Charlotte's going to go with Sion James on the floor, as well as Miller, Miles, Melo, and Mr. Basketball North Carolina, Kobe White. Hornets send it to the backcourt. Kobe White will dribble it up. Pair of high screens. He'll use the one to his right. Pick and pop. Finds Miles. Over to Miller. He'll hoist the 3. Is good. Huge shot. Makes it a 1-point game. And a timeout, Miami. That was an enormous shot from Brandon Miller. And life breathed back into the building. 19 points for Brandon Miller. The shot of his career to this point gives the Hornets a chance. A pretty good contest from HEATS, but he just wasn't there. And now it is a 1-point margin with 18.6 seconds left. This Hornets team trying to learn on the fly how to win at this level in the postseason. They've demonstrated it everywhere else. Charlotte, a Summer League championship. More history made last week by the Hornets organizations. The Greensboro Swarm swept the G League Championship Series from defending champion Stockton, earning the first title in Greensboro history. Congrats to team president Steve Swatoa, GM Cole Teal, head coach DJ Baker, and all the players and staff on bringing a title home. Hornets, the first organization to win the Las Vegas Summer League and the G League Championship in the same season. Stands to reason no organization has done those two things plus made the playoffs. So Hornets can keep making history if they can complete this comeback here tonight. One thing that he can't do, barring making a three, is make it a two-possession game. So Charlotte is going to have a shot at it. But what they need to do is get the ball back, whether that's by fouling and forcing the Heat to the free throw line, or whether it's getting a steal. From the Hornets' perspective, it matters which one, but they need to provide themselves as much time as possible. They're down by one. HEATS inbounding from the near side. HEATS searching for someone to send it to. Throws to Hero. Hero. They got a foul. They got a foul. Hero just running out clock, and Bridges runs over and tackles him. What were they waiting for? 6 seconds come off. Those seconds are more valuable than the chance that Hero would throw it away. And Hero was fully aware of that. He was like a running back on the 1 yard line saying, I'll just take a knee. 12.9 seconds left. Tyler Hero, 91% foul shooter. He's 1 for 1 today. Makes the first 2-point game. Kalkbrenner subs in for Charlotte. $113 to 111 is the score. Will it be a 2-point lead or a 3-point lead? Hero does not look phased at the foul line. Free throw, good. And Charlotte will use its last timeout, trailing by 3. They know the score. They know the circumstances. They know they need 3 points more than Miami in the final 12.9 to extend their season. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves here on the Hornets Radio Network.
This is WFNZ-FM Harrisburg and WBT HD3 Charlotte.
The exclusive home of the Charlotte Hornets.
It's been an exceptional game, fantastic atmosphere. And the Hornets are not done yet, but their backs are against the wall, trailing by 3 with 12.9 seconds left here at Spectrum Center. Sam Farber with you. Since the Hornets have found this starting lineup, the buzzsaw of LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Con Knipple, Miles Bridges, and Moussa Diabate. They've had a record of 31-9 with it on the floor. To celebrate, we're giving away Icon Edition jerseys. That's the teal of all 5 of the starting 5. Your chance to win. Download the Hornets app and you can enter today. Can they stretch that record, including the SoFi play-in, to 32-9? Miami, who has made it through the play-in tournament 3 straight years, in the lead with 12.9 seconds left. One thing to keep in mind, the Heat might not give Charlotte a look here. They might elect a foul. Charlotte does not have any more timeouts. It'll be Sion James inbounding. Grant Williams, Kobe White, Brandon Miller, and LaMelo Ball to 5 on the floor. E-Mill made a big 3 on the last possession. He's 5 for 10 from distance tonight. Sion James. Inbounds to the corner. Kobe White puts up the 3. It's good! It's good! It's good! It's good! They're going to review to see if his foot was on the line. But if it counts, we are tied. Kobe White, Mr. Basketball. Give him that award again. It's a brand new ball game, tied at 114. He's definitely behind it. And the chants of Kobe come raining down here at Spectrum Center. And the Hornets are one defensive stop away from forcing overtime. Unbelievable shot from Kobe White. He's got 19. And the Hornets have tied the score with 10.8 seconds left in regulation. Now Miami does have the ball. The Hornets do not have a foul to give, and they do not have a timeout for that matter. Neither does Miami. It is as loud as it's ever been here inside Spectrum Center. Hornets go with Diabate, Miller, Williams, the rookie Sion James, and the veteran Miles Bridges. Heat with Hero, Jaquez, Wiggins, Powell, and Davion Mitchell. Hornets do not have a timeout. Neither do the Heat. No fouls to give for Charlotte. 10.8 seconds left. Will the Heat win it? Can the Hornets force overtime? They inbound into the backcourt. Hero's got it. He'll circle. Mooses on him. Hero, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. He'll rise for the 3. No! Rebound! And we're going to overtime! They are going absolutely crazy in Spectrum Center. And deservedly so. Kobe White ties it. The Hornets hang on for overtime. We'll have 5 more minutes on the clock. OT in the SoFi Play-In Tournament when we return to Spectrum Center after this quick break on the Hornets Radio Network.
As proud members of our community, the Charlotte Hornets Foundation is committed to driving meaningful change throughout the Carolinas. This is Executive Director Betsy Mack inviting you to learn how we can help create a lasting impact together. The Charlotte Hornets Foundation strives to uplift others by championing the next generation, empowering communities, leading with care, and creating opportunities for all. To learn more about how you can help the Charlotte Hornets Foundation and your fellow neighbors across the Carolinas, please visit hornets.com/foundation today.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
There's nothing like Hornets basketball on the radio.
Kobe White with a crossover. Drives all the way down to the basket. Up with the left-hand lay-in is good. Count it and a foul.
I'm Kobe White, and you're listening to the Hornets Radio Network.
Mr. Basketball, Kobe White. The shot of his life. Helping his home state's team keep their playoff dreams alive. And we have overtime coming here at the Hive. Sam Farmer here with you on your home for Hornets basketball, 92.7 Sports Radio WFNZ and the Hornets Radio Network. For Charlotte, it'll be the fourth time in overtime. Hornets 2-1 in the extra session. Miami, they're second, but they haven't been in one since November. They beat Cleveland 140-138 in an extra session. Keep in mind, there is a significant absence for Miami. No Bam Adebayo the rest of the way. Unfortunately, a lower back injury. North Carolina native who clearly made a difference tonight, but unavailable. Charlotte going with ball. Diabate, Miller, Bridges, and Kobe White on the floor. And Diabate wins the tip from the 7-footer. So the Hornets have the rock first. 5 minutes on the clock. Charlotte right to left across the radio dial. Miles Bridges looking for Kobe White. Finds him. White rises the three. Missed it. Rebound to Wiggins. Davion Mitchell. Huge game for the Heat. Lob pass for Hawkes. Catch on the baseline. Picks it back out. Wiggins extra pass. Mitchell gets the flyby to his left. Three on the way. No. Rebound to Brandon Miller. He surges into the front court. Miller puts on the brakes. Miller to his left. Probing the paint. Into the lane. Turnaround jumper is good. Hornets strike first in the extra session. Lead it 116-114. 4:05 left to go. Momentum wearing white right now like the Hornets. Mitchell to his right. Mitchell on the wing, matched up with Melo. Crowd calling for defense. Mitchell into the honeycomb, leaves it. Hawkes, pull up. The jumper drops. Jaime Hawkes Jr. now with 13. And we're tied up again at 116. Melo ball finds Brandon Miller. Goes back to Melo. Melo is 2 for 15 from 3. Pump fakes it. Gives to Miller in the corner. Miles. 3 on the way. It's good. Rip the net cord. Miles Bridges 26. And Charlotte leads 119-116. Hero right side against Melo. Hero into the honeycomb. Kick out, corner 3, Mitchell. Air ball. Caught by Miles Bridges. And Charlotte can make it a 2-possession game with 3 minutes left in the extra session. LaMelo Ball. High screen from Musa to his left. He'll use it. Throws up the 3. Off the back iron. Rebound to Miami. Jaime Hawkes will dribble it up the right side. Bridges there waiting for him. Hawkes dribbles to the baseline. Bridges staying with the backdoor cut. Mitchell goes up and lays it in. Great backdoor cut there by Davion Mitchell. He's got 26 points here tonight. It's a season high. 119-118. Charlotte still with the lead. LaMelo Ball around the screen into the honeycomb. Throws up the left. Brandon Miller the slam. Perfect read from LaMelo, and Miller flies in for the finish. Hornets up 3. Davion Mitchell to the corner. Wiggins run off the line. Wiggins retreats back beyond the arc. On the wing. Pass down low, and a foul called on Kobe White. They'll call him for the hold. First personal on White. First in the last 2 minutes on Charlotte. Comes with a minute 59 left in the extra session. Hornets leading 121-118. Wiggins inbounds to Hawkes. Over to Hero. Charlotte up 3. Hero driving. Hero at the foul line. Fall away jumper short. Rebound Kobe White. A minute 45 remaining. LaMelo. The maestro dribbles right into the corner. Bridges pump fakes the 3. He'll drive. He'll attack. Reverse lay-in is good. It's good. 28 for Miles. Timeout Miami. It is deafening here inside Spectrum Center. Bridges extends the lead to 5, eluding the shot blocker Khalil Ware, and reversing it for 2. Charlotte now up 123 to 118. 28 points for Miles Bridges, the team high. 26 points and now 10 assists for LaMelo Ball. That's a double-double. And with LaMelo Ball's double-double tonight, he is tonight's North Carolina Education Lottery Powerball double-double player of the game. Could be another. Musa Diabate's got 15 boards, 8 points. Miles Bridges, 28 points, 9 rebounds. No time to get complacent here if you're Charlotte. There's a minute 33 remaining, and the Hornets didn't need nearly that much time to make up a 4-point gap in the waning seconds. The Hornets have to keep up this intensity. They are feeding off this crowd. They're saying it better than I ever could. 90 seconds to play. Heat ball. Hawkheads to Davion Mitchell on the right side. LaMelo defending. Mitchell picked up the dribble. Trying to post up Kobe White. They can't get it to him. Hero hoisting a 3. Spins out. Rebound. LaMelo extends for it. Big board from Ball. And the Hornets will take the clock under a minute. LaMelo says Diabate back. Now calls for the screen. 8 on the shot clock. LaMelo to Miller. Pump takes the 3. Tries to drive on Mitchell. Hand off Miles. 3 on the shot clock. Puts up the triple. It's an air ball. And the Hornets don't get a good look, but they successfully bleed 24 seconds from this game, which, with a 5-point lead, is not insignificant. Norman Powell is going to check in for Miami. He will replace Khalil Ware. Sion James will counter for Charlotte. And he is in, as well as Grant Williams. They'll get LaMelo Ball and Kobe White. 54.3 seconds left in one of the more dramatic games ever contested here in front of the largest crowd this building has ever held for basketball. 19,698 in attendance. Mitchell driving. His lay-in is good with 48.1 seconds left. And a timeout will be taken by Charlotte with 48 seconds remaining to get their offense, back on the floor. 28 points for Davion Mitchell. Credit where it's due. Mitchell, marvelous. A career-high performance tonight for the guard out of Baylor. 12 field goals, more than he's ever made in a game before. His career high goes back to 2022 when he was part of the Sacramento Kings his rookie season. He's got a new one in the SoFi play-in tournament. But Charlotte is up by 3 with 48 seconds remaining. They can't just bleed the clock and trust that'll be enough. You do want to take it down a considerable amount. Maybe shoot this ball with something like 28 seconds or so remaining, maybe 30. Get yourself a good look and keep some time for the last shot of the game. How about a little this day in Hornets history? It's April 14th. We're going to rewind the clock back 29 years. This date, 1997. Glenn Rice, a game-high 25 points, leading Charlotte to a 94-82 win over Cleveland. And Charlotte's franchise record 53rd win of the season. That's this day 29 years ago, this day in Hornets history. This will be one of the biggest wins on this day or any other if Charlotte can complete the comeback. Kobe White's heroic 3 tying it late in regulation. The defense hung on. And now up 3 with 48 seconds left. You want a good shot here. That is the goal for the Hornets. They inbound to Miles Bridges. Powell poking at him from behind. Bridges has it poked away by Powell over the sideline. Still Hornets ball. 19 on the shot clock. 43.6 left to play. Overtime number 1 Hopefully the Hornets can hang on and don't need a second. Mellow ball, sideline inbound. Sends it to Miles Bridges, who shovels right back to their point guard. LaMelo against Mitchell. Premium defender, LaMelo. Calling for a screen. LaMelo. Dribbles right. LaMelo to the cup. LaMelo, D-cell step, puts it up and ended there. LaMelo hanging on. The D-cell. And the Hornets are up 5. What a drive by LaMelo Ball. He had not scored since the third quarter. And that might have won it for Charlotte. One of the most popular players in the NBA today. What are they going to say about him now? LaMelo puts Charlotte up 5 with 26 seconds left. And despite a lackluster three-point shooting performance, the Hornets are on the precipice of the biggest win in a decade for this franchise. Charlotte 125, Miami 120. The Heat, beaten, battered, bruised. They still have a shot at it. They've got a lot of talent and experience on the floor. And the Hornets escaped from this straitjacket in regulation, so it can be done. It'll be Jaquez, Mitchell, Powell, Pella Larson, and Hero. He'd have shot 37% from 3. They really need to go 1 for 1 right here. LaMelo Ball defending the inbounder, Pella Larson. Larson on the sideline. Finds Hero. Hero, fall-away corner 3 is good. And it's a 2-point game with 23.5 seconds left. Full court pressure being applied by Miami. LaMelo takes the inbound. Hornets leading by 2. The shot clock is dark. He's got to get it across midcourt. Throws it to Sion James. No, Larson stole it. Larson to Hero. Hero tracks to the corner. Hero for 3 in the lead. He's fouled. LaMelo fouled him with 8.7 seconds left. A glancing blow, they say, to the face. And Hero. Oh, that was. Did the Hornets have one to give? They must have had. No, they didn't. I thought people were lining up to inbound on the sideline. Hero to the line. 2 ties it. 3 gives them the lead. First free throw. It's good. 1-point game in favor of Miami with 8.7 seconds left. Sorry, in favor of Charlotte. Hopefully I'm not getting ahead of myself. Hero. Two for 2. And we're tied. Ryan Kalkbrenner checks in for Charlotte. Hornets do have one more timeout to advance the ball. Wiggins will check in for Miami. He replaces Powell. Tie game at 125 now. Charlotte is going to have one more shot at it. A costly turnover late. He'd have capitalized. Will they take the lead? Hero. Yes. That is a chainsaw to the tibia. 6 points in the last 20 or so seconds. for Tyler Hero. And Miami is up 1 with 8.7 to play. The Hornets do not have another timeout, but they're going to have a chance to win it here in this overtime session. LaMelo Ball, 28 points. Miles Bridges, 28 points. Brandon Miller, 23 points. Kobe White, 19 points. I have a feeling those four are going to be a big part of this final play. Charlotte is down by 1. From as loud as can be to somewhat stunned silence here, relatively speaking, in Spectrum Center. But they can erupt again if they can score on this last play. I don't think Charlotte's going to wait to the bitter end to put up this shot. They'll give themselves a chance for a rebound. They're going to put Sion James out there with Bridges, Brandon Miller, Kobe White, and LaMelo Ball. .7 seconds left. No timeouts remaining. We do have a foul to give. Sion James to inbound. James has it. Passes to LaMelo. LaMelo circles. LaMelo into the paint. Goes up for the layup. Yes! With 5 seconds left. No timeouts for Miami. They get it to Mitchell. Mitchell racing into the front court. Mitchell up for the layup. No! It's over! It's over! It's over! The Hornets win! LaMelo Ball's the hero! And Charlotte is going to play for the 8th seed on Friday. LaMelo Ball coming through in the clutch. 8 seconds left. He catches. He goes straight to the cup and lays it in for the win. And the Heat's final shot goes wanting. Charlotte survives for a 127-126 win. And the Hornets are going to play for the 8th seed on Friday. Charlotte wins it by 1. Time to talk to one of the stars of the game. My best friend, Brandon Miller. B-Mill, what a win. This thing had everything. You were down 4 in regulation with seconds left. You come back. You were down to just the last 8 seconds, down 1. Take us through that last play from LaMelo Ball and your team.
I think that's just LaMelo Ball right there. Of course, we trust him, throughout this game. He's been playing his heart out, doing everything he can just to get us this win. That's a head of a snake right here. He's gonna do his best to lead us, and we're gonna do our best to follow him.
This was a game where a lot of you were playing in a postseason atmosphere for the first time, yourself included. You made an enormous shot to give yourselves a chance in those final moments of regulation. I'm sure you dreamt of shots like that. What went through your mind when you took it?
Shoot it. Shoot it as soon as I catch it. Make a quick decision. I think my teammates trust me enough to, take shots like that. So I'm just going to do nothing but, believe in their trust, do everything I can just to, do all the winning things, and bring a win to the city of Charlotte.
And you brought